live stream. Thanks for joining the video. Let's get right into this. This is Luigi Mangione. This is actually happening right now. One hell of a true crime story, if you want to say, but it's kind of clearing up right now, guys, on the internet. We have Mangione here, Luigi. He's going to plead guilty in court, in federal court. They're waiting for him in New York, I believe, here to plead, I guess, these federal charges, to plead guilty. I believe it's a second-degree murder possibly here. So that's going on YouTube, and not on YouTube, but in court. So I wanted to get on my YouTube, on my channel, and yeah, broadcast my commentary on this case as it goes live. So thank you for joining. You know the deal. Before we get started on Luigi Mangione and Brian Thompson, and Luigi Mangione, the healthcare killer. Let's go ahead and just say, yep, I've been monetized on my channel for over 4 years. If you want to go ahead and help the channel, just like and subscribe, or better yet, let's get me re-monetized. Make a donation to my Cash App, Ring, shoot, links on the channel page, and made my logo. Carbon CS More. Hey, Carbon CS More. How are you, man? How you doing, Carbon CS More? How are you this morning? We're getting things started with Luigi. Excuse me, I can't even speak. Luigi is such a, I think Luigi, right? I think Mario and Luigi. But this is going to be Luigi Mangione, the healthcare killer, and the CEO killer, right, Carbon? So he's going into federal court in New York to plead guilty, I believe, not to murder one, but a second-degree murder charge. So he doesn't get charged in double jeopardy. But Carbon, how are you? We just got back from a tour, or what have you, walk there. So that was pretty cool. Carbon CS More is doing good this morning. Good to see you, Carbon. Yes, we were starting off early. Wow, I'm kind of like gonna fit this in. Carbon, I'm on here now because Luigi Mangione, like I said, is going to court now, and it's all over like YouTube and NBC News. Not really on, so I wanted to get my commentary on the case right now. No better time. So thanks for coming in. What do you think about Luigi Mangione, Carbon? Did you hear about the CEO healthcare killer? We have the video. What it is here is the news is not going to show you the actual gun, bullets penetrating Brian Thompson, which, is on video, not close up, guys, not splatter close up, not horror movie close up, but there is a video here we have, the video that's been seen, and then there's a little close-up video I'm going to show. So we're going to show the two videos of the murders. Actually, yeah, the murders on video. Luigi Mangione might have accounted for that. But either way, if he is the suspect in this case, he's going to plead guilty. So he's going to say he did indeed kill. That was him that shot and killed Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare. Guys, this murder, this assassination, we're going to call it assassination. You really have to be tracking this person and knowing their whole life, and then have the guts and balls and the know-how to produce this gun. I think it's a 3D printed gun. I don't know, guys. This is not going to go any more further. He's going to take the plea deal, so we're not going to get any details any further on, except for the video. Okay, the video is going to, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, everyone, then how much more so words of video, right? Jeez. So, right, Carbon CS More? I would think so, right? That video tells a lot, but I'm going to put it together a little bit because there is probably the unedited video, guys, out there. I've seen the unedited video. Don't remember exactly. It was on like a third-party site, You got to go there for these things these days. I don't know why we can't just see it on the news. You're telling me a murder happened. Well, show me the fucking murder. That'd be morbid, guys. That'd be sick, but I have respect for the family. But this is where these conspiracies get going, and you make a celebrity out of Luigi, more so than Mario. Mario has been more, Luigi has never been so popular since Mario went away for a couple years. Luigi got his own game, Luigi's Mansion. Now he's got his own murder case, all right? You never know. Guys, this is not, I'm going to show you Luigi Mangione. And, a lot of this is going to be, actually what gets him caught is going to be his appearance, and what a lot of the hype and hoopla is going to be that's right, guys, just the appearance of Luigi Mangione carrying out this assassination and the way he looks, but he's going to be caught by his bushy eyebrows, guys. He's going to do everything he thinks perfect, which he does, almost, except for being caught on, CCTV with his, basically his eyebrows down, if you want to say his hood down, his mask down. Not his pants down this time. Carbon CS More says, though I made a statement yesterday saying that violence should never be the answer, I think that Luigi is a direct response of healthcare in America is really fucked up and he couldn't handle it. Guys, he's going to say, the claim here, not going to really know now, right? Because the plea deal is up. I want you to be aware of that. And since the plea deal has been going to be made here right now, guys, it's being a plea. He's going to plead guilty. I believe it's second-degree murder. That's officially going to happen in a few moments. But Carbon's right. I mean, so in a way, guys, I know about the healthcare system. I am in America, so it's hard for my children to even get it done. And it's unbelievable how, you know, what we got to do and pay guys out of our paychecks here in America just to have health care, like, and then get charged astronomical prices when you do need health care, and you don't have enough out of your check being covered, definitely not enough when they're taken. So where, you know, why are they taking money that's not even going to affect the bill that you're going to pay more for, because then you got to copay. You know, you don't have a copay, okay, but then you got to pay for the medication. Oh no, you don't have to pay for the medication. You have to get to the medications. It's just a, guys, there is a problem. And supposedly here, we're not going to go to court, guys, so we're just going to go off what we know prior. Or at least, I don't know. There's a big wiki here. I'm not interested in it. I'm just interested in what I think about it, and that's that. And what we think about it. So that's it. But yeah, I'm really what I am. So it's my channel. So there's other channels. But yeah, I'm going to put my thoughts down on Luigi Mangione finally. He's going to admit guilt. He's going to say he was the person in the video. He carried out this murder. This execution due to what? Back pain? I wish he's going to talk. But yeah, guys, back pain's possible. You know, I know someone that really suffered with it firsthand, and we're not able to get proper health care. The reviewer itself it disagrees with the healthcare system out here in the American system. And I do believe they have a lot to answer for. But not, you don't murder, you know, but the thing about Brian Thompson, guys, Carbon CS Moore says healthcare should be a human right. You shouldn't have to worry about not being able to pay for your own health, your children's health, or anyone else you love. Anyone you love. You're right, Carbon CS Moore. I agree, guys. That's why I run for mayor or governor, right? I have my ideas, but I don't run for politics. My vote is not for a human. I'm not registered to vote. I've never voted in my life, and I would never plan to. So that is that. But thank you for the one like, right? We're getting it done, Carbon. You're well said, Carbon. You're well spoken. I agree with you, Carbon, all the way. This is not the answer either way you look at it. But Carbon, you know, when you see about Brian Thompson, it just seems so. Guys, I want to point out something about this case, okay? That bothers the real reviewer. Now I know here we don't cover conspiracies, but I have a lot of cool stuff on my channel. I am into a lot of cool shit. But the thing is here, interesting stuff, is that Brian Thompson, I never knew about. Listen, guys, I never knew there was a CEO for the healthcare, you know, for United Healthcare. I mean, you know, I know insurance companies like State Farm, or right, guys, you know, AAA, whatever, they have their, right, you would figure they have their CEOs, right? We know the music industry, the movie industry, they all have their fucking CEOs, their own business corporates, right, corporations. But to me, healthcare and the healthcare here, one of these so-called quote-unquote companies has a CEO, like he's fucking Suge Knight. You know, guys, like Brian Thompson is Suge Knight. Now, who is Brian Thompson? I have no fucking idea. And no one knows who the fuck this guy is. And it's like he's got a family with kids. It's like your basic fucking standard American, you know, white man thing. You know, really, he's a white man. He's got a CEO, and he's got a nice family, 2 kids, daughter and conveniently a daughter and a son, whatever you want to make up. Nice picture of them, nice beautiful fucking house. But he's a healthcare dude. He's a CEO of a healthcare, guys, that no one can get because it's so expensive. It's so fucked up. But he's rich off it, and he's a CEO of it. And his name is Brian Thompson, just like a regular nobody. And he's walking down a fucking street, 6:44 a.m. on December 4, 2024, and he's fucking killed and assassinated. Yeah, he's fucked. But guys, in this video, I'm going to play the video of the assassination. It's not going to be played in court. It's not going to be analyzed in court. So we're going to analyze it here. I thought I saw something in this video, actually just a few minutes ago. I didn't analyze it, but it looks like, and I think I saw it in the beginning of the video, guys, when I first saw it back in 2024, right? Or 2025, whatever it was fucking released. Right away it was fucking released. We're looking for Luigi, the dude with the bushy eyebrows, tracking him. But originally they didn't have the bushy eyebrows until they were tracking him on a bike. Either way, he was close, but not close enough. Close, but no cigar. Carmen C.S. Moore says, isn't that super weird? This guy's the CEO. Yeah, of a healthcare organization, and we didn't even know his name. Yes, it is. It creeps me the fuck out. Stop. Carbon, you're right. Nothing about him at all until Luigi came in. The assassination. Carbon is right. And the internet, these true crimes, so nobody's going to fucking talk about this? Like, they're like, oh, it's victim bashing, reviewer. No, we don't do that here in the channel. Carbon knows that. Carbon's a good person. We're good people here. We don't do that. We don't victim bash or spit on graves. I don't spit on crime scene sites. I was just one today. You see how I treat it with respect and honor. Don't fuck around, yo. Carbon's right. All of a sudden, this is Brian Thompson. It's like, guys, it scares me. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, I didn't know, like Carbon says, I didn't know about Brian Thompson. I'm scared. I feel like he couldn't be killed or something. Like this dude is, this is like he doesn't exist. He wasn't supposed to exist. CEO of a healthcare, United Healthcare, walking down the street, 644, nice suit, tie, big rich fucker. This is wild. He's making money off all our deaths and our pain. And guys, I need healthcare. Yeah, what the fuck? This is crazy. I know people with back pain. Yeah, I do. That couldn't get it. This is crazy. Mental health, guys, is a big issue. All these crimes and all these things that happen spontaneously. People can't take it. Healthcare. America. Fuck is this guy? Brian Thompson. What is he? Well, check my channel, guys. I believe in some shit. I'll tell you that. This person may not be human, but he was killed. As far as we know, that's him dead. I mean, there's a video because they got to get the dude that killed him. And it's Luigi, they're saying. Fine. You know, I don't know. We're not going to see the evidence. We're not going to see the details because he's going to plead. And he's going to get a second-degree murder charge trying to get out. Because the state won't charge him. They're saying double jeopardy on that second charge. Or any other charges. He's clear. He maybe does 10 years. You know, he's got $1.5 million in donations for his legal fund to get this done. $1.5 million from the public. A real viewer can't get $1 to the Cash App. But I didn't shoot no one. You know, I'm suffering with my health. It's like you, but I didn't shoot no one. I just produce content that makes people happy and creative and think and, you know, tell the truth about these crimes and all things, movies, everything I do, tell the truth about. But yeah, I can't get $1 donation, but he gets 1.5 million in legal donations. Luigi Mangione, and I think I look a little. I could think me and Luigi can, you know, go hand in hand with the looks too. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a fucking perfect like him, but you know, whatever. Take a look at Luigi. I had the Google images up for you because you know, real viewer is not ignorant of what he sees with his eyes. Thanks for the 1 like though, Carbon. I appreciate you. You guys coming in today, but look at that look. You know, see the look of disgust there. So we're gonna get different looks to Luigi because he knows cameras are on him. He knows he got to look good, but look at that look, that disgusted look, like for Brian Thompson in the healthcare system, that he's even being charged. He thinks, and that's what some people think. The 1.5 million in donations, that he is a hero, that he is, you know, this is him right now, not right now, but he's going to be walking in just probably like that into federal court. That picture is pretty good. That one's a good picture for some reason. Even though the vest makes him look dangerous, it really doesn't. I like this picture here is probably one of the best pictures we're going to see of Luigi Mangione. This might be on the cover. This should be on the cover of People or something. I don't know. But here's going to be the eyebrows, the bushy eyebrows that are going to do him in. He's going to go get a Starbucks coffee, kind of like Elliot Rodgers. We did cover that. He has this personality, this man, Luigi. But when he was first arrested, see, he was screaming some crazy healthcare hoopla. But that's him before, I guess, going through the back pain and going to carry this out. But look, that was when you could see the timing of the photos, right? When that live-action Lion King came out. But you can see here, look, right? So, you know, he was screaming some healthcare shit. And see, but here's the thing, guys. When you get legal representation, once the whiff was caught that, you know, Luigi here had a following. Right, I know. I tell you, right? That then he started to go back on the wild claims, guys, like that shouting protest, like, hey, because you know you're getting life. Like you're getting the chair or something, whatever, you know, New York doesn't have I don't think the death penalty anymore, but you're getting life, you know, without parole when he's doing that screaming, yelling shit. I thought that was not smart because he did a lot of smart things to pull this killing off and to try to get away with it. But then when you're caught, you need to be even smarter. You don't lose it. You know, that's why those serial killers, guys, people, they don't lose it. They don't give it up, you know. They still go with it even harder if not. Carmen C.S. Morse, apparently he's doing really good in jail as well. Carmen C.S. Moore. Carbon CS more, and from Luigi's point of view, he wrote a whole manifesto. Yep, he did. I heard about it. Yep, about the assassination and why he did it. Yes, it was because his mom kept being, denied health care year after year, and Luigi eventually couldn't take it. I get you. Carbon CS Moore said apparently he's doing really good in jail as well. Like everyone in the jail is really supportive of him and has been protecting him even down in jail. Yeah, that won't last long. But yeah, I hear you. But yeah, sure. You know, Carbon, you're on it, dude. I knew somebody that I love too that went through that and was denied health care for a long time and had gone through pain. But guess what we did? We went through the pain together, and that's why I'm there as their family, to get them through it. Okay? And we got through it, and we got fucked through it. Whether they're dead or not, I'll leave that to, I'm not gonna, because the point is not that. You know what I mean? The point is that we got through. I'm there to help them get through it. I'm their medicine if they can't get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it done, but not like this. You don't get it done like that. You know, you get You get taken away, you hurt your family, you hurt your family's reputation. Guys, Mangione here, Luigi, his grandfather, I don't know about the parents, but he has a grandfather who was famous. This would be his grandfather, Nicholas Bernard Mangione, was an American real estate developer. He was the founder of Lorin Health Services and owner of the radio station WCBM, both in Baltimore. Mangione also owned country clubs, hotels, and resorts in the Baltimore area. Very successful, his grandfather. So I'm not sure about his dad. You know, they're not having his dad here. We have to read through his bio, but I don't give a fuck about his bio, honestly. But Brian Thompson, guys, is a really creepy scenario. You know, the killing of Brian Thompson, that's what you have. Does Brian Thompson have his own, like Carbon said, you know, this Brian Thompson comes out of fucking nowhere. There's a still here, killing Brian Thompson. That is what this is labeled on Wiki if you click it. I'm not going to click it because I really think this person, you know, it's scary. I'm there on Google Earth, guys. You know I'm there over Manhattan, I believe, New York, guys. So it's going to be on, I forget which side of the street. I think it might be this side of the street that we're talking here. Or it could be this side, guys. I think it confuses me which side. But I could study it and get you the side of the street. I should have got that for you. But we're going to, you know, we could match up some of the things here. But let's see. We have the video up and ready. This is going to be him pumping and loading the gun. This is going to be him shooting and killing Brian Thompson. This is Brian Thompson. You know, it's like, who is that? Well, that's just a normal person. You know, this whole thing is very strange with Brian Thompson. I really don't like him. I know what you're saying. Whether he's a victim, he's got kids. Yeah, as far as we fucking were told, he's a real person. I don't know if he's a real fucking person. I really don't. Well, they clean that blood up pretty fucking fast. Got the body out pretty. I don't want to hear it, guys. We go through the crime scenes. I have my feelings about this Brian Thompson, United Healthcare, and all these CEOs, evil motherfuckers. My heart's racing because I'm not saying Mangione didn't do it. It had nothing to do with that. It has to do with Brian Thompson and where he comes from. Just like Carbon C.S. Moore says, all of a sudden, you know, he gets killed and assassinated. And it's like Brian Thompson exists. You CEO for United Healthcare. I didn't know they have fucking CEOs. What the fuck is this? No wonder why. I mean, people getting denied health care. These places hogging all the money. It's like, we supposed to be, what is Brian Thompson supposed to be then? A victim? And what? In his own murder? Why was he murdered? Was there motive to murder him? Did he have enemies? Did he make enemies? I mean, you guys tell me, right? What do you think? Talk fucking reality. I didn't say he deserved to be executed publicly or put up to string. I didn't say any shit like that. You know, guys, don't, you know what I mean? We're talking, I'm just saying, I wanted to say that before it's even thought, you know, guys, like, oh, what, because I know somebody's probably typing it now, you know, like, and it's like, or thinking it now, and it's like, no, I'll stop you there, because, you know, don't get ahead of yourself. This is a little bit of a stream. Still got a little bit of ways to go, but thanks for the 2 likes, guys. All 2 of you, I really, really love you. Thank you so much. The true crime, the passion shows, right, guys? It shows by you guys, 2 likes. Thank you so much. Carbon CS Morris, I think it's the right side towards the, Carbon CS Moore says apparently, yep, Carbon, I think it's the right side towards the umbrella, like Brian turns a corner, Luigi comes out from behind him. Yeah, it's a very, he appears very quickly, does he not? There's something about this that is very interesting indeed, and it would be the video. Now, whether Luigi Mangione, guys, knows on this street from Google Earth that we're looking at here that I showed you that there was a camera or not, he's got to know there's cameras all over New York. That's why he's really maxed up, but he's going to fuck up here with a chick or something. His own vanity, his own arrogance and cockiness, he's going to pull down his mask for a second, I think in the Starbucks here, the photo I showed you, the hoodie on, just to get to start talk to a chick or something, you know? Was it a dude? I don't know. They're not showing us who he was talking to. Could have been a dude. And we got it all wrong, right? It's the whole thing. He never told the truth or told the full truth. But we don't see who he's talking to, girl or man. But either way, we assume it's a person. And he's talking to the person. He puts his mask down. And he smiles big. And he's like, it kills him. That's what does him, guys. He needs to get out of there like he planned and just leave. But he doesn't. His own arrogance, his own ego. He says, well, that was so easy. That's what he's thinking. When he shoots and kills and assassinates Brian Thompson so coldly, whatever, and just so impersonably, and think about how good of a planner he is, how easy it was to get away and do it. There was one witness here. It's going to be a woman. She's going to be like stuck. It's a weird, she's got no answers for us. What a fucking loser, bro. Like, listen, everybody, when you're, I don't know what to say to you. You know, that's how busy New York is. They don't give a fuck in the streets of Manhattan, right? They're just concerned about walking to work, being late to work. You're already fucking late, you know it. shut your mouth and look at what the fuck dead person in front of you, and look who's shooting at him, and then just mind your business. You know, but get that look, get that license plate. You know, get them eyebrows, get me the description. Don't tell me I don't know. You were running for your life. Shut the fuck up. No one's shooting at you. You know, this man's dead in front of you. What you talking about? You didn't see where the bullet came from or who it was. Were you a fucking shit? Go to what job are you going to? They should be firing you when you show up. Really, I'd be the police. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna ride you to your job. I'm gonna tell them what a shit fucking job you're doing, because you don't even know who the fuck killed this man in front of you, or where the bullet came from. I'm not telling you, tell me his job, his underwear size, or you know where he shops. I'm telling you, tell me what the fuck a little piece of what he looks like. Ah, I was so scared. I was looking at the ground. Well, what we at? Everybody looks at the ground when they fucking run. Guys, who looks at the ground when they run? You look right in front of you, lift your head. Never believe these lies that witnesses tell you too. They will get it too. Carver C.S. Moore says, on some level, I feel like Luigi knew he was going to get caught, and he didn't care. I think his emotions were running wild, and he was in the heat of the moment. Carver C.S. Moore says, my friend Elijah lives in New York, and he told me that some guy walked past and spit on him and kept moving. Absolutely insane. People in New York just don't give a fuck. Yeah, guys, you see the reels. You know, Carbon, that's a scary thing. Today, guys, I went out in the real world. See that? I took you guys out with me to the murder house, the Cheektowaga murder house, guys. A mass murder happened in this house. I take you there live this morning on a live stream. So check that video out. It is there. You need to watch that. It's fucking, it's the more I think about it, I gotta stop thinking about it. I really don't understand why I did it. But yeah, I just thought about it during the night, and I did it this morning, guys, because I had an opportunity to do it. So check the video out. It's there. It was live. I walked there, and you will see it go down. Okay? It's on my channel, and I go right to the door. So yeah, I do whatever I want. Not whatever I want, but I do what's needed with the true crime community. Would definitely want someone to do. I do what you're thinking and saying, and I say that as well. So we're back home here today, and we're lining up these cases. Luigi Mangione is in federal court right now, pleading guilty, more than likely, to second-degree murder. That is the news. So we're putting our thoughts down now on the Luigi Mangione case. And Brian Thompson, the Real Rant Reviewer, is Real Rant reviewing these reels. And this is a real thing, isn't it? Double E. And R-E-A-L, isn't it? So that's what the play I do. So Carbon C.S. Moore, and we do true crime investigations live and interactive, on the street, in life, and on virtual. And both, we combine them. Carbon C.S. Moore says that's what your true crime is about. You know, sometimes you got to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to really get the answers you're looking for. You were so right, Carbon. I did. I had to go out. I had to get it done, guys. There was a doorbell camera here on this murder house. The case is still open for the house I went to this morning on the live stream. The case is open because it's still going in court. He was just held competent to stand trial. Salam Muhammad, 22-year-old, 23-year-old, June 1st, he murdered his whole family and someone else, a quadruple fucking massacre out where I live. So I walked down 45 minutes down the street to it on a live, and I went to the location, right to the house. And I didn't just pass it, everyone. I went up to the door and to the windows and whatever I do. That's on you to fucking like it or not. But it is what it is. And that case is still going, guys, and there's a doorbell camera there indicating that possible audio of the murder and or video of Salam Muhammad will be presented in court, and or if he pleads, it won't be, just like Luigi Mangione. There's no reason for this video to be presented. They didn't have to release it because it was never going to be released in court, but they did because they had to catch Luigi. They were really stumped by who the fuck killed an unknown killer, killed an unknown person, guys. Brian Thompson. Who the fuck, like Carbon C.S. Moore, is Brian Thompson? Like United Healthcare CEO. Guys, the healthcare system has CEOs like Suge Knight, like P. Diddy. The fuck is this? Holy shit, guys. You thought like the fucking... Yeah. Sir Albert Gaines said, hey, Sir Albert. Yes, hit the like button. Hey, how are you? Hey, Sir Albert. We're here again. We're talking Luigi Mangione. Sir Albert, what do you think about this healthcare killer here, CEO killer Luigi? We got the video, guys. I'm going to run a little video here in a little bit, because what intrigues me about the video is Brian Thompson actually seeing his killer or not. And I think I have the answer to that question, because it really... What really intrigues me about the kill video, obviously we're not going to see the fatal shots actually penetrate Brian Thompson. We will probably more than likely not see any of that. Not even see him on the ground. It's very blurry, you know. But it looks like he's slumped against the building here. We're there on Google Earth. You know how I do it. Carmen C.S. Moore says, How did that make you feel? Was it really uneasy? I know I would have been scared. So guys, yeah, going up to that murder house, I do cover how I felt right after I leave the house. I do stay there for some minutes. I will not give you a half-ass video, and I will not just pass by. I was considered there's people out there or there's any drama, I would just pass by my business twice. But then I decided if it was cool enough, there was a memorial there. But yes, what felt, Carbon, it didn't feel uneasy to me outside the house. But what really felt uneasy was the living room. I know the exact setup of these homes out here. I actually live up just on the same street for about 10 years, all right, for a time. So this mass murder, guys. He drove to a convenience store down the street here and shot someone, executed them first. A man, a convenience store clerk. He killed him, execution style, with the gun, and then he drove where I took you, and walked in there and killed his whole family, which was his wife and his 2 children, right there in the living room in front of me, that I gave you. And there's a memorial out there, and somebody who said in the chat when we were doing it, oh, that is a sad, memorial of plushies. And it was. And I didn't feel anything outside, no. But I felt inside that living room, Carbon, is a bad vibe. So yeah, and I know the setup. As soon as you walk in, it's to the left with the doorbell cameras, and it's also, right there's the living room, dude. Like, these houses are set up the same. They're built the same. So I know when you walk into the left, exactly is the living room. And there's a blanket covering it, guys. But there's still a hole. But I'm respectful enough. I'm not doing that for that. I'm there for the true crime, and I saw the doorbell camera intrigued me. It's because this case is still open, basically. And it's still being investigated, and it's still being prosecuted. Carbon CS says, why didn't we know the truth, healthcare system, right? Has the CEO, and why didn't we remotely know all the name? Right, Brian Thompson, quote unquote Brian Thompson. It's so insane. How do we even know who this guy is? Guys, Carbon is like so on it that I agree. I'm so happy you're here, Carbon CS more for this Luigi Mangione, because like I said, I love how, thanks for the 4 likes, guys. I think there's 4 there. Thank you so much. We're going to try to get to 10, everybody. 10 is the goal here for this stream. Every stream is 10. So thank you so much for the 4. We're getting there. But yes, Sir Abigail says, oh, Luigi, is that big crazy case? Yes, it is. And it's going on right now, Sir Abigail. He's pleading guilty in federal court to second-degree murder, I believe, right now in New York. So guys, that's why it's a perfect time to do this. I'm jumping on, and I want to give my thoughts as well. Like Carbon says, though, that's the problem here with me as well, is this Brian Thompson. Who is he? What do you mean United Healthcare CEO? He lives like in some awesome fucking place, right, Carbon? Like a beautiful place. Like I feel probably Martha's fucking Vineyard, for crying out loud, right? But the Hamptons or some shit. He makes, like, they were saying how much he made, Brian Thompson, like millions of dollars, right, a year off the healthcare system, off United Healthcare. No wonder I got denied. I couldn't get, what? Yo, that's trippy. But they're covering this all up, right? Is that what the government's doing in the news? Are they like, what are they doing here with Luigi Mangione? I don't know, but he's gonna do his time. I mean, he's gonna do his time. It's a personal deal, fine. It's a vigilante here. He was being very vigilante, Carbon, right? When he was screaming, when he got arrested, right? He got busted, he fucked up, and he was screaming, trying to do, hey, help, down with the healthcare system type deal. But he smartened up quick. He smartened up quick, guys. His legal counsel's like, shut the fuck up, stop talking, all right? You got this good thing with your face, and you got a good fan base. Shut the fuck up. Like, don't get this crazy protest shit, Don't go manifesto. That's what they're saying, right, Carbon? Don't go manifesto here if you want to fucking get a deal or get not guilty. Don't go manifesto. Don't do it. And he wants to do it. See? He was screaming, right? Remember that? I remember that. I was thinking in my head, too. I was like, don't do the crazy fucking healthcare shit, dude. It's like, you got a good thing here. They barely got anything on him, guys. They can barely find Luigi Mangione. Okay? Even that picture of him, it doesn't even really look like him. To the reviewer. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, the hoodie one. It really don't look like him, guys. This person has a whole different, like, chin structure, like, when he smiles. It's, like, pointier. It just doesn't... I don't give a fuck what you say about that picture. That picture is so... Yeah, it's probably him. Okay. But it's, like, it could be mistaken with witnesses. You really got to look hard. Like, and it's seen at McDonald's. So, some McDonald's was like, oh, I think that's the CEO killer. What's CEO killer? I'd be like, who the fuck is the CEO what? I'd be like, they'd be like, United Healthcare killer. I'd be like, huh? Brian Thompson. I'm like, wait a second. Excuse me, guys, getting a little itchy. It's annoying me. Brian Thompson. Guys, such a basic name, like Carbon C.S. Moore says. Brian Thompson. Let me guess. Hold on. Carbon C.S. Moore. Let's do this tale of the tape. Excuse me, guys. My nose is Rock James. Sir Albert James. Carbon C.S. Moore. Wait, hold on, guys. Let's me and Carbon give you the breakdown of Brian Thompson's life. Listen, we don't even look it up. Sorry, I've been itchy. It's annoying me. Yeah, the allergies. I went outside today. I should have stayed inside. I touched grass, guys. Remember, I touched grass for you. Sir Albert Gaines, I touched the grass, Rock James. I'm hurting here, Carbon, guys. No, yeah, my allergies. That's why we don't touch grass. So my dog shit on it, and I rubbed it in my face. Anyways, then wash my hands first. Not sanitary, reviewer. But yeah, guys, what was the point for my little rant there was Brian Thompson, right? Brian Thompson. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, let me give you the rundown of Brian Thompson. He lives in New York in the Hamptons on a creek or a nice oceanside view. He has 2 children. One's a boy, one's a girl. One is about 6. The boy is 6. Well, excuse me, the boy is 6. The girl is like 4. Her wife is going to have blonde hair, blue eyes. They're going to be sitting, the picture you're going to show you on the news of Brian Thompson and his family. He's going to be sitting with his wife in front of a Christmas tree. Something to do with the holidays, a nice holiday, family photo. Brian Thompson's going to be smiling, white teeth, perfect cut hair, perfect face, no blemishes on it, and a nice suit and tie. And he's going to have a nice watch on him, and he's going to be, you know, his slacks are going to be kind of like slack up a little bit so they show his nice black or brown socks. He's going to have nice suede shoes, shine to the crisp. He's going to have a nice tie, a unique tie, but not too unique that he stands out, but just enough you know he has money, and he's going to smell like every other fucking stinker, money stinker, and he's going to walk 6:44 a.m. down a random street to a random United Healthcare meeting, like a big important meeting of the head honchos, of the evildoers, like Mr. Burns people, and Mr. Burns is there, and Brian Thompson's got to go. He's like, no, Brian, you got to go this time. Fuck you, dude. You make $30 million a year off the healthcare system. Who the fuck are you? Well, you're a problem, aren't you? And there's somebody else that takes his place, though, Luigi. That's the problem with Luigi. He's fucking short-sighted. He could have been a good serial killer, let's put it that way. 5 likes, guys. He could have been a great serial killer, but he fucking chose this path. But he could have done some things. He could have really baffled the police. He really could have been sending letters, guys. He could have do Nancy Guthrie emails these days to TMZ. This motherfucker really could have been loose still, doing shit like the snipers, like John Muhammad or whatever, and Montalvo there, those Virginia snipers, you know, out the back of the trunk, killing people randomly off the highway. Sick. But this motherfucker could have been doing shit like that, and he wouldn't have been caught. He almost got away with the murders. Just his cockiness here gave him away because they had a description of him. A person of interest. Even that, you're fucked. So 5 likes, guys. Thanks for the 5 likes. Luigi Mangione right now in federal court pleading guilty, it looks like, to second-degree murder in the murder and assassination of premeditated of Brian Thompson. Who the fuck is Brian Thompson? I don't know. It's Brian Thompson. Y'all should know him now, right? Carbon CS Boy should know him now. You know, had a family, had 2 kids, a blonde-haired wife. He had a Mercedes, a Lambo. He was helping everybody with health care. You know how good he is at that, because America is known for their healthcare system and how we got it all sorted out, and how we charge people out their checks, and then you still got to pay out the ass, and you still don't get anything you want or you need, because it's what they say, the doctor says, and you're abusing it, you're a loser, get your ass going, you're not sick enough to not work, you're lying. And that's what happened here with Luigi and the family. I know people that have been through it, myself personally. It's fucked up, especially the mental health system and care here. It's not treated as, even the physical is shit on, right? You got to have actual broken, like see a bone sticking out your fucking neck for them to believe that you got neck pain. It's unbelievable. And it's unbelievable. And it's just going to get downhill from here. And as you see, Mangione took it into his own hands, guys, whether it was for someone else or himself. It doesn't matter. He chose to do vigilante and take out Brian Thompson. I don't even know how he knew about Brian fucking Thompson. I mean, it's just Brian Thompson. It's just like, you know, guys, they throw a name on these CEOs. Like, I bet you the CEO for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, right? His name is, okay, guys, really want me to think about it? Well, I'll give you basic, like it's John. So we're going to use a John name, either first or last or in the middle. But it can't be complicated in the middle. No middle names. So it's going to be the two names. It'll be John, not John Smith, guys. That's too, it's like, you know, it's your basic white man shit. You know, white man, what is he, 35 to 40? You know, he's got to be, because he's got to live long enough to spend all your fucking pain money, all your blood money that he's getting. He's got to live long enough to spend it and pass it on to everyone else, all his friends. Sir Albert Gaines, it's a conspiracy. Fucking, here's the thing with that. It's like the healthcare system is kind of like almost outed, kind of like Chris Benoit with the WWE type deal. Kind of like, not like outed, right? Let's put it this way. When I heard about this case, I says, my thought was not who's the killer. Really, this is the first time I think ever in an assassination. I was like not fascinated with if it's John Wilkes Booth, if it's Harvey Oswald, because I was fascinated. Who the fuck is Brian fucking Thompson, United Healthcare CEO, and why the fuck should why should you care? Like, this guy's not fucking real. Luigi looks to be real. I see him here in federal court. Do y'all want to see him? He's there now, answering for the murder of a Brian Thompson. But here he is. Did you see Brian Thompson? This is that photo I told you that got him busted. Gave him a little bit of a look. And see how the chin is pointier, but he's kind of got the chin. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got it. So yeah, we got it. That does him. He's talking to a girl or a man. They're not going to show you who, because they want to get this persona of Mangione like he's a woman lover. But he's probably talking to a man. I mean, who is he talking to? Why don't they show us? So they got to keep that narrative going. Because you got to get you to hate Mangione, right? Not like him, not give you any sympathy. Because if he is, bi or whatever, they're going to give you, it's going to give you a little sympathy from that community. It won't it from that base of people. They're going to act. They already got a base of people for the healthcare. And can't you see why? Where's Brian Thompson? Where's the victim and his family and the life he took? That's not important. What's important, guys, to the government is shutting up fucking Mangione and this not going to a trial, just like any other fucking thing they don't want you to know about, and know about Brian Thompson and who the fuck he is. And if I was the defense attorney, I'd be all over that shit. Like, who the fuck? I would be, yeah, guys, you're talking victim bashing. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? That's not having to do with that in the court. This is allowed. It's not victim bashing. It's a discovery. You know, it's putting evidence in the light, coming to light. What is it? It's a cross-examination. It's guys, there's a word for don't, you know? That's what we do. That's what we do here. I'm a lawyer too, guys. You think I'm not versed in the law? Obviously, if you get caught like Mangione, he better be ready, but he wasn't, see? Because he was screaming when he got caught. He's screaming that healthcare bullshit, that protest with me against the healthcare system in America. No, bro, he fucking shaped up quick. You know, his defense lawyer, whatever, is like really good. He's like, listen, they get really good to get him a deal right now, guys. I knew he was going to take a deal. I think I might have mentioned that briefly in one stream. I might have said he's going to take a deal, but I didn't address it directly. But I might not even said that. I had to run one back. That was I had to search among gold amongst the sand for that one. But I just wanted, yeah, he's better off taking it, not going. He's better off because he's going to get some time, guilty if not life. He's, you know, they're going to bust him. The government's to do everything they got to do. But look at his screaming and yelling when he was screaming and yelling. Remember, looking back and screaming, and everybody, the news was playing it, trying to make him look like the madman, and he was making himself look like the madman. And the lawyer said, "Listen, shut the fuck up, Luigi. Shut the fuck up. You got a good thing going here with the fan base, like Chris Watts deal. Shut the fuck up. We're gonna take care of this." And they got nothing on you. You see, everything is circumstantial. And they're going to throw out the backpack, guys. There's a big thing about this backpack and all the murder equipment in it. His murder kit. They throw it out. They got nothing. They throw that out. All they got is the video. And possible all circumstantial after that. It's possibly reasonable doubt for the jury, guys. Circumstantial has to be so fucking strong, it becomes more than circumstantial to the jury. It becomes actual fact or reality in their minds. But it's still circumstantial, you present it as. But to the jury, it becomes real. It becomes fact. That's how good you got to present that circumstantial evidence to them. Sorry, this is a good one for me, guys. I really right? Rock James. Hey, just seen your live, seeing crime scene. That rhymed. It did. Great. How you done it live? It was unedited and live, true and raw. Good work, my man. No one was harmed making the stream. Thank you. Rock James, that's right. No one, guys, was harmed. No one was harmed making the stream. It was a very respectful thing. I haven't been there since at all since the murders on June 1st, guys. So as you know, I didn't go there off the bat just to get clicks. I try to get the subscribers, right? Try to get you guys to, right? Try to get you guys to say, hey, real viewer, take it, right? I'll put my money where my mouth is. So Rock James saw that. We was no disrespect. It was all respectful, but I'm not doing that again. Rock James, you are right. I'm not doing that again, but no one was harmed in making a stream. But real viewers done with that murder house. I'm done with it, guys. I know people that live. I go there anytime. No, we're not doing that for clicks. Somebody said, go back and do this. No, fuck that. I showed you it. I was close as I'm gonna get. Look at the stream, and I think I give you more than anyone else is probably gonna give you on their channel. But thank you, Rock, for recognizing that, and thank you, man, for letting me walk the crime scene. Right, guys? You can see what I can point. Rock, you see what we pointed out right from that crime scene, right? Just by looking at the front door, I think we got a lot. This case will go to trial, guys, and that will come out. It won't go to trial. He's gonna take a deal. Probably just like Luigi, because they don't want to go through the pain and suffering, guys. So I agree. He's going to eat it, Salam Muhammad, and he's going to take a deal and get life, and then we'll come out with the doorbell footage. But it might be released or leaked on the internet at some point. I'll let you know. Carver T.S. Moore says, yes, but no one was harmed. Thank you, Rock. I wasn't harmed either, guys. That was a hell of a walk for me. I'm feeling it. But I'm still on my feet, and we're still streaming. I told you, it's Friday, guys. How you feeling? Friday, Friday, Friday. Let's go. Are you guys done with your fucking week? 7 likes. Are you guys done? 7 likes. We're getting to 10. That's the goal. Luigi Mangione, he's in jail. He's in jail. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be there for a little bit more longer. Maybe 10 to 15. We're gonna see what the sentence is gonna be. Maybe another month from now, or 2 months from now, even 3 months from now. But he's gonna plead guilty. It looks like the second-degree murder. They're saying. But I'm not watching it live. But I watched a little bit. Just it's live now, guys, on the internet. Court TV. But yeah, thank you so much, Rock James, for being there, man, and for watching the stream, guys. Please go back and watch that, though. I'm never doing that house area again. I have other locations around me of death scenes we're going to go to, and I have a good story. I get right up close for you to these locations. There's one now that's the way it is now, and it won't be that for long, but maybe I can actually give a true story either way for you, but not like that scene, guys. That is actually still an open case. Yeah, the guy just got, Salam Muhammad for that one on the stream, guys. Check it out, the last video in the short. He just got competent, so that he's going to go to stand trial. But he's not going to take it to trial. You mark me, you. I'm around here, guys. I know that shit was, whew, that shit is scary. It was not scary, but it was very cold and brutal, and it was right there in front of us. Check the stream. I'm talking about it. Yeah, thank you, Rock. I'm just sorry. I feel uneasy. 7 likes. Yes. Night Industries. Hey, did you become the girlfriend while you were in prison? No, guys. I say, as a child, not as a child, yeah, as a child, I spent in the juvenile detention. I spent an overnight with my brother, and I was released the next day by my parents, but my parents told the judge to keep my brother. But then I went home and told them to pull him out. It's the first time he went, too. But we shouldn't have been there. My dad framed us. Yes, my dad framed us. So we were arrested for the first time at the age of 14, 15 for a domestic. And I was arrested a little older, too, for a domestic. Yes, but I was framed there as well. And I have evidence presented and ambulance called for me. But I was taken to jail instead. Was taken to jail and charged with a whole bunch of shit. It was crazy. It was misdemeanors, though, guys, not felonies. So, but yeah, I walked away from it. The charges were dropped. They had no evidence. There's no evidence. I wanted to represent myself, but they gave me a public defender, y'all. And I didn't want to really, he was being rude to, I don't know, guys. I could do it myself because they don't have no evidence to state. It was this, I said, but that's the evidence. I can't speak, though. They only let me talk. It's wrong. They violate your rights. I'm sorry, I'm getting really angry when I speak about it because I should be able to represent myself and do whatever I need to do. I just wouldn't tell them, Sam, just sit, do the evidence, please. Hey, show the evidence of your charges and let it be. Let the judge decide. And he did decide. There was no evidence. He decides, why are you even fucking here, basically? Get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know why I was arrested in the first place. The other person should have been arrested. I was in danger. Yeah, I got my thoughts on it, guys. We're not going to go into it, but I'm going to be honest with you about everything. So when you ask Knight, I will be industry. I will be industry. I'll be very honest and open. Knight Industries, tell us about your experience. Yeah, that was the experience there. Two experiences. The first one was scary because I told you my dad was a domestic. I came out my room and he was choking my brother to death. My brother's face was red. So I came in and basically I was like 14 and my dad was way bigger than me and my brother. And I was able to pull my dad off of my brother without hitting him. I don't punch anybody in the face. No matter what my dad did to us, I couldn't do that. And even my brother and me, we didn't hit each other in the face. So we lifted my dad up against the wall. And my dad was his unbelievable capacity for snapping. I'm sorry, it's hard to pull out. Why are you doing this? I got to skip this. Anybody wants to hear that shit? Anybody wants to hear that shit? Thank you, Knight Industries. Appreciate you, bro, though. You were awesome. Carbon says the right picture, weirdly enough, looks like it's not Luigi. But yeah, it does, right, but it does look like Luigi. Carbon, I want to stay on that because Carbon's right on this case. Like I said, you guys are so great. You come in here. Thanks for the 7 likes, guys. Like all at different, like you come in here at the same times, at different times of that. But you guys know about certain things the most sometimes. I love the passion on certain cases. Carbon, you are shining like a bright star in this one. Yes, sir. I agree with you on that as well, right? The left doesn't look like Luigi, but the right, like we can kind of both, like, right? We can kind of get our mind to wrap, like the clouds, right? Like I look at a cloud with you, Carbon, and you say, hey, real viewer, look, I see Jesus's face in the cloud. And I look and I say, well, I don't see Jesus's face. I can kind of make out his face, dude, but I see, the real viewers, I see my face, you know what I'm saying? Or I see Tom Cruise's face. And you can say, oh, well, yeah, I guess I could say that, and maybe another person comes up, yeah, I think I could see Tom Cruise, but I don't really see Jesus. So then we got a problem, you know what I mean? So that's the 12 jurors. That's up to them. And if they can't do it, it's a hung jury, or it's up to the judge. Whatever how the process of the legal goes after that, more than likely a hung jury. He gets that, but what's the chance you're going to take, right? Right, Carbon? He's got a great defense, though, brother, doesn't he? They said, shut the fuck up with that screaming, with that healthcare, down with the healthcare system, signposting bullshit. It don't get shit done. Stay the fuck in the house. Get on the internet. Start making moves. Start researching. Start posting shit. Start looking. File some motions in your local fucking city hall. Whatever the fuck you got to do legally. The only way somebody's gonna respect you and get it done is by your legality and your determination that way. Violence will never be respected on a full scale. Look at the UFC, guys. It's not even look at the WWE and all this shit. They're not respected as real sports. They really aren't. Like just now the UFC is coming around. They're trying to do real sports, ESPN, and try to make it a real sport. But thank you, Knight Industries. I appreciate you asking. Sir, and that's a great Carbon. You're on it. Sir Gates. It's Jim Carrey. Whoa, shit. Carbon CS, right? It's Jim Carrey, right? It doesn't. It's the mask. yeah. Sir Albert Gaines. I got that now. That picture, guys. That sharp, pointy chin. Okay, it doesn't look like Mangione to me, and it never did the first left side, even the right side. 8 likes, guys. Thanks for the 8 likes. I'm just telling the real viewers to always tell his truth, whether the internet likes it or not, or the court likes it or not, or my lawyer likes it or not. All right? Yeah, I'm telling my lawyer, because it's my life. And that's it. And he's going to do it the way I fucking live with it at night. I'm not going to leave my up to him. If he says take that, guys, trust me. He can I want him for advice and research, yes. All right? I do want him for advice, research, and tips. But it's my life. And I'm going to tell him that. Somebody you hear, guys, when they're like, oh, they can't get along with the lawyer. It's his life. That's right. It's fucking his life. Whatever. If he wants to fuck it up, let him do it. But I'm not fucking. No. It's my life, brother. You're going to say exactly. You're going to ask this witness exactly what I want you to ask him. But you don't get up, guys, like Bundy. You don't get up like that one dude with the dread, like a crazy fucker, and start acting crazy and stupid. You don't. You don't, guys. You really got to come ready. You came ready for the murder. You come ready for the consequences. But that's the problem with these suckers. See, the murderers are never ready for the consequences. Because that's the whole point, is to never face the consequence. Hence the cold cases we cover, guys, right? Yeah, man. We got one today I might do with something like that. At some point, I'm going to do one of those because I have one of them lined up that I think is like that. Carbon CS Moore says, I remember the clip of the Jim Carrey looking nuts. Yeah, that's the one, right? The mask. Shout out to Sir Albert Gaines. That's exactly what I thought, guys, with that pointy chin and the smile. Perfect white teeth. He's perfect. Brian Thompson, too, is perfect. Perfect. See, they try to make these two people, they try to make Mangione, he made himself the villain with the screaming shit, but they stopped him. See, because I got a picture of him screaming. We know that when he's arrested, he stopped that real quick. But we got to really think about his, that's the real Mangione, that's his like little spiel. He's trying to get off that way, thinking, and he does almost 1.5 million in legal fees from the supporters to help support Mangione, when that money could go in their own pocket to help for their prescription the next month. If they're so against the healthcare and getting right with it, why don't they donate some of that money to people that need it if they don't need it for their own healthcare? It's such an important damn, guys. I keep that $10 to give the Mangione to my fucking prescriptions that go. I don't have prescription, but you know what I mean. Or $10 over the counter Excedrin. This thing, $10 plus tax for aspirin. Fuck that, Mangione. You good, brother? You know the reason you did that was to get it done, make us. You did it, brother. Thank you. Not thank you, but you know what I mean. You got it done. But who is Brian Thompson? Is he even real? Was he even murdered? Well, let's take a look at the fucking video. We got video, guys. We're reviewing. Why are you talking conspiracy? It's like, well, because I don't know this fucking person, Brian Thompson. I'm looking at Mangione. I believe he's right. You could touch him in federal court. He's there now. Right, guys? Is he fucking there now? I'll give him that. Mangione is real. But Brian Thompson, who the fuck is he? And even if you guys, United Healthcare, he's eating off blood? Real viewers not even eating off blood yet. So you can't say that about me just yet. And I'm eating off my own blood. So trust me, I eat my own blood. Brian Thompson ain't in sweat and tears and eating his own blood. He's walking, strolling, 6:44 a.m. New York on December 4th. Going to a fucking meeting, whatever date it is. It's his death date. That's what it is. You walk into your assassination. Assassination? Why does he get the respect of assassination? Who the fuck gets assassination titled for the? It's a murder. It's not an assassin. You giving that respect? Like Kennedy? Oh, I guess he's got the blue suit on. He kind of looks like Kennedy from the back here. So give fucking Brian Thompson. Look. Yeah. Who is that? Like, guys, let's go to the chat, please. Chat's got to tell more. Carpenter says, apparently some girl just got married. Yeah, the Chris Watts in prison, insane to me. That guy goes, yeah, we did. Yeah, man. Isn't that crazy shit? We did a Chris Watts, dude, live stream, right? But yeah, but we got to do more on him, apparently. What is up with that? He got remarried. They said, give him life, don't kill him. I think they had the death penalty in there. He gave us no information that was solid and true. It's always a fuck all story with Chris. And that's exactly what he does with Shanann and the family. So he's all fuck all this, fuck all, it's this, it's that, it's blah, blah, blah. Always just never a straight story. But the whole point of this plea deal, I think, was to get a straight story or save the family, the details were already out. We wanted the truth from Chris. A real motive, the Nicole Kissinger help. We wanted real shit here. And the real details of how he carried out these murders, who died first and how. But no, we get lies upon lies. And thank you. See, they didn't kill him like they should have taken him out. So it's over with. That's the real mission here. That's the real solution. That's the real final solution. All right? And I don't want to die. But if I don't want to die. All right, guys, I don't want to fucking die. But the thing is this. If I do something worth dying for or doing, you guys got to you're not listening to me, are you? And I don't expect you to. I'm not going to be pleading my cause once I know it can't be heard and I did something. Once my actions overwhelm my words in a bad way, I'm on my knees and I'm just bowing my head and you're cutting it off like samurai, Not even that. If that's a decent thing you're going to do for me, that's not even decent. But it's quick enough then, what the fuck, these people, what the fuck is this? United CEO, I tell you, bro, let me give you the lineup to tell the tape, right, Carbon? We just gave you his whole life. And it's never presented in court. You're never going to know about this person. He's a ghost. He doesn't exist. And it's like, well, he should exist. He's a fucking CEO of a healthcare? My family was denied, man, multiple times, bro. I had to fight it out at the fucking Walgreens. I'm sitting at CVS. They said, you don't have that. I said, yes, they do. And they do. They hold me up for 2 hours, bro. And they do. They find out they do. We just got to do all, oh my God. Guys, look at me. You hear me? My voice, I'm losing. I had to argue with my ex-wife over it. She's saying, stay up there. I checked. They supposed to have it. The doctor, all this shit. Because of you, Brian. I had to pay, your insurance don't cover it. I got to pay $50 fucking dollars. Guys, no, $300 or some shit for some antibiotic. You gotta be out of your fucking lid. I said, no, I'm waiting here. You're gonna figure this out for your boy, guys. Guys, I did make a scene. I was very, very glad my ex-wife talking me down. You know, real viewer got people talking them down, you know? Ooh, boy. They got me talking me down, everybody. That's why I'm coming here every day, to be talked down. Nah. Ooh. No, Luigi already based. I'm not sure what that means, bro. The base part. I know what base means. I know what you're doing, like saying what to do, but I'm not sure, bro. Henry O'Manley, you shouldn't rob old ladies, bro. Not cool, man. I mean, that's what this Brian Thompson is. You know, guys, listen, I know people, right? Don't you know people are suffering and can't get the medication? They will not be necessarily not because of the money, but the healthcare won't even see them, or they can't get the appointment in time, or when they do get the appointment, your loved one or you do, you don't get the drugs or the treatment you think you need. And they treat you as a junkie, they treat you as a loser, they treat you as you just want this shit for this, and they deny all your shit. Or they give you something that don't even work, or it's cheaper, is a knockoff generic. It's not even the real shit. Why are you giving me a knockoff generic when I have healthcare? You know, guys, why don't we get the brand name shit with healthcare? That's like getting a gift card for Walmart or something, or for a clothing store, and you go with the gift card, like, listen, you can't get brand name shit here. You know, you got to take the Walmart brand, the great value, but I got a gift card, but you don't got cash. You know, you get cold hard cash, motherfucker. That shit don't count. The credit, all that bullshit, nah, bro. You right? Isn't that trippy? And this is what your health, this is what your life and the loved one's health. I know someone that's suffered with bad pain, bad, tremendous for years, and I had to do everything for it. I had to do literally everything, guys. Literally. The real viewer didn't mind, though, you know, because that person was in pain. It was hard for me to understand that, because I was in pain up here, though, and then it starts going here. But this person was here, and then it goes for here for them. So I saw what it does, what the pain could do to the mental. So whether Luigi had someone going through that or him himself, it does. That's not the point. I didn't go vigilante. See, guys, I didn't go vigi. So he's there to suffer with the person. I'm telling you that. He's got a warped sense of love and justice. He's got to love that person enough to stay and suffer with him. And yes, to watch it happen and go through it. And they're going to love you for it even the more. Even the more. They're going to say, the only one that stood by me, the only one. Now he's in jail. What about that person? What about him? You know, what about the real he could have done to help? That, you know, but Brian Thompson, are you taking out an evil in the world? Does the real view that they think this healthcare system is corrupt? Yes. Yes. America, one of the hugest corruptions, if not the hugest corruption of government, organizations you're ever going to fucking see. Of course, I am not ignorant of truths. Can I change the truths? No, some things are true whether you believe them or not, reviewer, and I accept that. But I'm not going to say that this man, I don't know Brian Thompson. Who the fuck? Like, he's got millions of dollars off the healthcare system, a CEO like Suge Knight, P. Diddy, look where they're at. Where the fuck was he headed? Untouchable. Motherfucker, 6:44 a.m. This beautiful fucking outfit. And he gets killed, assassinated, shot. We're going to look at the video. I got a video of Luigi Mangione. He's going to admit to the guilt that he killed Brian, so it's going to be Luigi. He's going to say it himself in federal court. Right now, he's saying that. It was him in the video. We got it here. Of course, they're not going to show you the penetration. You got to look for somewhere else for the penetration of the bullets to the head, all right, for when he goes down, Brian. But he goes down fast like a sack of potatoes. That's how it goes, and it always goes that way. He does. Now they say he doesn't see it coming. I believe in the video that he looks through a mirror and he sees the person. Either the lady, there's one lady that's going to witness this, but doesn't witness it because she's fucking New York, guys, you know? A fucking asteroid. You see Armageddon, asteroids could be falling in New York and right in front of you in the street. Motherfuckers just walk by it. You know, people dying all over the place. They just walk by. They got to get to work. I'm late. Fuck you. Fuck your job. Go to the, you were at the World Trade? Yeah, go to the World Trade for your job, I hope. Stupid ass. Yeah, guys, I knew someone in the World Trade. They didn't die in the World Trade, but they went and stopped there and they got out of the fucking trade. You know, I'm not that woman that fakes World Trade Center stories. You heard about her? She said she was survived and she was above the impact zone. It was wild. I got off work, though. I got off work because of that. Because I told him, I said, I think my brother's in there. I had an older brother possibly in the trade, but he was in the Empire State Building. But yeah, I got off work. But everybody got off work, didn't they? But that was my plan. And all of a sudden the towers collapsed, guys. And that's when it really went to shit. Works like, get home. Everybody get the fuck out of the store. I worked at a Ralph Lauren store, Ralph Lauren Polo. And they were like, get the fuck home, get out. So get home out of your bed. I'm like, you got it. Went home and smoked the doobs with some friends. Then he go home. Went to his friend's house. Watched the collapse, the cleanup. Unbelievable day. Unbelievable day. Woo! So Brian Thompson. Woo! Baby! Money, money, money. See Brian here, look. Look at this with Brian Thompson over here, y'all. Money, money, money. Look at that. Money. That's what he's thinking in his head, right? Watch. You see him thinking that? Oh. Money, money, money. Money. Money, money, right? That's what he's thinking. He's going to a big ass fucking meeting. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're going to the fucking graveyard. You're going to the pet cemetery, my friend. Money, money, money. Money. See, that's what he's thinking. Hey, now. Oh, shut up, you fucker. Yeah, I get it. Here he is. Money, money, money. Pow. Right, they're going to show you. So you know if he's really killed or not, because they're not going to show you the actual fucking killing. They're going to say, hey, just trust us. This is Brian Thompson. Just trust us, guys. This is Brian Thompson, CEO. Okay? If United Healthcare makes $2,000 billion. And this is Luigi Mangione. He's going to say that. Luigi's like, yeah, that's me. All right. Let's see what happens here. Oh, no, it's just some ugly chick's face. Why is that not showing us that actually happens here? You know what I mean? Like, show me what happens here. Well, of course not. Look, guys, this is going to be Luigi pumping the shots. So I'll show you. So you saw Brian, and boom, first shot, second shot, boom, and he's dropped on the floor. He's gonna walk up to him and finish the job. This woman's gonna see it and walk out. She just runs away. But the multiple rounds here, boom, 1, 2, he gets jammed. See how he packs the, wow. But I want to see Brian real quick because I want to see him look through and see Luigi. Boom, 2, jams, stops it. Who does that with the gun? I don't know guns, guys. I don't know the process of that and why he does that. It looks like it jammed or something. But look, there's a video I'm going to show you there. Wait, let me get down for a second because I'm going to tell you that my question is Brian Thompson. Where the fuck this Brian Thompson is? I keep saying this name. Guys, it's so fucking generic white man CEO name that doesn't exist. It could be anybody, dude. It could be Larry Holmes. That's not. It could be Larry Smith, Jim Bean, for I give a fuck. Like, that's exact. Wait. I want to say, wait, hold on. This is amazing to a point. Like, this camera being here, guys, with Luigi's planning and everything, this camera and how he moves into frame and how this transpires is really a fucking assassination movie, isn't it? It's literally a hit movie that you would see. Look at this. Look at this gun. This thing is a 3D printed gun, huh? Look at the barrel on this fucking thing. Look at it. Must be because he's slapping it, right? He's slapping the barrel very, very roughly on the third shot. But he makes sure he's dead, right? He puts a lot of in him. He's a lot of anger. He makes sure he's gone. He followed him. Yeah. He's tracked him. He followed him. He stalked him. He's going to murder him, premeditate, write in a manifesto how he's going to take out somebody, a head leader, and he does it. But I want to see a little more because they're going to stop it right there. But watch. There's a video. I don't know if they're showing us. They're showing us this video. This is the video. But there's a point for me. Okay, guys, I want you to see that tilt of Brian Thompson's head. Did you see that to the left? So Brian's head's up, okay? This is for me. His head's up. We know Luigi Mangione is going to come into frame, all right? That might actually be a little shadow of him, but he's probably hiding behind this parked car, or he's parked here with his bike. He's going to be escaping on a bike of some sort eventually, but he's here, like doing something with his back turned. He's either going to turn around or come into frame real quick behind the car. But I want to back up a little bit because Brian's going to be looking to his left. This Brian Thompson. I'm sorry, I feel so stupid even. Thanks for the 10 likes, guys. We got to the 10 likes. Thank you so much. Everybody loves you guys. Thank you. Talking to Luigi Mangione. Killing a rich guy does not end corruption. Yeah, I get it. Yep, it doesn't end corruption. You're right. I said vigilantism isn't the answer. But look, see? He notices Mangione. Do you see what I'm saying? I think that's Madge, but he's going to come out from this. No, I support the real reviewer, fucktard. Thank you, Music Man. How about you support me and my channel, motherfucker? Thank you. Yeah, the bullet has no preference. Thank you, Rock James. You talk true crime, it's a true crime story, asshole. So thank you for trying to be a dickhead. Yeah, you got called out by Rock James. Get rocked. Like and subscribe, dickhead. There's plenty of fucking videos that you could be a dickhead on. So yeah, there we go. Look, I think he sees him. See, I want to play that back one more time. Watch. So he's gonna, I don't know, that is a blurry, right? That whatever that is the car, is the headlight of the car. But he's gonna come out from this angle. Watch Brian Thompson. So he says, I don't think this channel has ever supported. That's right, correct. We don't. We support the victims and their families and the truth. So thank you for being a part of that. Look at him. That Music Man's like laughing my ass off. He's like, I tried. This guy's smart. Yeah, but not Luigi Mangione smart. I'll tell you that. Not that kind of smart, my man. But thank you. I appreciate your time, sir. See, boom. See that? He looks. Now watch Mangione come from that same area. Boom. See? So guys, he sees Mangione. And we're not going to see this in the trial because we're not going to give you any of that because he's going to plead today. Guilty. So it's him. He's saying it's him. Look. See that look to the left? We're going to play it full. And then Mangione comes in the frame. He sees Mangione and just keeps walking to his death. See, guys, the point is, when you see something or notice something that's out of strange, that somebody's like that, you need to like turn around and confront it then, like, or guard yourself. Because Brian knew something was going down. You think so, or is it a joke? It's probably a joke. But look, Brian knew his prize going down. Look. Bam. See that little head tilt to the left? And he didn't know when to do that when you ignore someone, when you see him, and you see him doing something, just turn around and you're like, all right, this person's not going to hurt me. They're not going to kill me. You know, he didn't. See, guys, that's why you need that to listen to that. He had it, though, but he ignored it. Watch. There's Mangione. See, he's like doing something. He sees Mangione. He notices it's weird. Boom. And then he turns and says, fuck it. And he goes. And here he's might even looking through the mirror. Guys, I thought he was actually looking, but he's looking at this woman, apparently. And she's going to be, I don't worry about her because she has nothing to offer us in the time of crisis. But guys, he had the feeling, okay? He had it, and he didn't follow it. Luigi's going to kill him. He's not going to believe to turn around. He's not going to believe that this person is suspicious and that he should. Bang, see that? He's looking, but he'll look fully a little more. But he looks back purposely. So yeah, he just looks to that left, and the Mangione's going to come out from that car. It's amazing that we're not going to get this in court, of course. There's no audio, guys, but it's early in the morning. You pass people on the street. Mangione's right about here, out of frame, and then he'll come into frame, right where Brian's going to look, head tilt to the left. So briefly see Mangione. See, right there, that little tilt. And then he looks to the right purposely, but see, he ignores him, but he's felt it. So Brian Thompson will die and not follow his instinct here. I just want to get that point one more time. We're going to play it fluently. It's way better fluently than it is paused. Boom, that left tilt. See it? See the left tilt? And there comes Mangione. Right with that little tilt, like, hey, what's up? I acknowledge you, I see you. And he couldn't believe it. And I even think if he's staring at this woman, fine, but it looks like he's staring through the reflection at first. But he would notice, but he kind of can't see. But this woman I don't want to get into her. See that long barrel, the shadow? Very noticeable. He's like this. This interaction. I don't care about her. She has nothing to offer us because she fails miserably, and so did Brian's instincts there. They don't fail him though, do they? He notices Luigi Mangione. Boom. That head stays looking that ways, but he's not fully head turning because you don't do that in New York, or you guys know that, right? You just kind of see it and you're like, all right, that's nothing though. And that's what he thought, but it was something. And he just kept going, but he knew that something was off, but he just let it happen because you don't believe it until it's too late. He's dead. But he had the moment to probably live, to just, guys, all he had to do was follow his feeling and like turn around a little bit. If not, maybe slow up a little, like go this way, or like, you don't do that. Come across the street, Brian. You know, maybe you shouldn't, you know, or something. He needs to alter his path. He needs to change on a dime to save his life, to change his fate. He had the feeling. He's looking at Mangione. His head's tilted to the left. He will sharply turn it to the right to ignore Mangione. Like he's disrespectful by looking at him, or he's going to cause a problem by looking at Mangione. But he actually is going to save his own life by looking at Mangione. Mangione might not even come out like that. He's waiting till Brian doesn't acknowledge him. See? Not till Brian's he's fully behind him. But when he doesn't acknowledge, right? He's acknowledging him. He sees him, and he's coming right out of frame, right into frame. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. You know, really, I didn't know that until we go over this analysis. Yes, and Mangione is he's gonna pop the gun. This is not a normal gun or something, or jams. He's gonna. She's ridiculous, but look at this. So he's in one. They say whatever shots. I don't know how many, but boom, like boom, boom, right there. That slap on the barrel, like on the back of the gun. He slaps it. Never seen somebody slap that like that. Slap the gun, like it jammed, or he's trying to get the bullet out, or see right there. He's gonna start slapping it. See, boom, the back of the gun, the side of the gun. He slaps it. I don't ever see anybody slap a gun like that. Even if it's metal or it's jammed real, it's like really weird to slap a gun like that. Like he made it, right? They're saying it's a 3D printed gun, possibly. This is the location over Google Earth. It's either one of these streets. I forget. I have to line it up, but it's one of them. I forget which side of the street it is, but it's right here. Brian's gonna end up laid out. I'm thinking about this, but he's laid out on the side. So here, if there's an end of the video on the internet, you go find it for yourself. He's gonna be killed and he's gonna be shot right about here. I think he's gonna walk a little bit. So gradually, unless he gets to this distance, he's gonna keep firing. But Brian's not gonna go down immediately. I think he's gonna walk just a little bit, but he's gonna end up right here. And this woman flings it. But you know, Mangione walks up. See, he walks up. Yeah, it's very intense because he's walking up to make sure. He makes sure this shit gets done. And that's Mangione's fucking goal here, guys, is straight murder. Straight, and he's gonna tell you right now in federal court that he did it. But he's gonna say no premeditate. But he's gonna say something second degree. How do you get second degree? Well, that's the deal, right? The deal is we won't fry you and get you life. Your possibility of parole after 20 years. Because, excuse me, Brian Thompson possibly might not have existed, or he's been a bit of front guy. I mean, who is these people? I don't know. Why there's a CEO of United Healthcare, and you know, Mangione here had it out, not for Brian Thompson, it seems, but for like the healthcare system, huh? And you cannot change it with violence. You know, violence will never be the answer to anything. And I know it's the simplest answer, guys. It's the simplest answer, but it's never the right answer, and it'll never be the right answer. So that's what we're looking for, the right answers, guys. There is a right answer out there. There always is, and we investigate to find it here at the channel. Sorry, guys, keep it up the chat there. What does she do, 70s chick? What's that? I'm sorry. Let me see the chat. Carmen says more. How do we know that this is Brian Thompson? We can't see his face at all. We just see the back of his head. See, Carmen CS Moore is with me on this a little bit, or I'm with him, whatever you want to say. I agree. Like, there's nothing about this Brian Thompson, and you could release a picture of like a Hallmark card and tell me that's Brian Thompson, United CEO Healthcare. It's like, first of all, you're telling me there's a CEO of United, Healthcare. The healthcare systems here that I got denied multiple times. They got big time CEOs get paid big fucking money to do what? Deny us our healthcare and my children their healthcare and make us run through hoops? Are you serious? And charge us for healthcare? Fuck you. Like, that's wild shit. But violence is not the answer. But like, is this why the plea? Oh, we got the plea, and it's all about Luigi Mangione and his looks, and he's got fans and $1.5 million in legal fees when I can't even get $1 to my Cash App. And I'm against crime. I'm a crime fighter. We are. We can't even get it. That's why you see, guys, the truth gets shit on. You know that the world is very, very close here because these good things have now been called evil, even more so. So that's why things are going to turn around really quick before it's too late. Or humanity will not be staying. We won't be saved. How can we do this any longer? Really, how can we do this? Not much longer. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. I'm scared walking into that house today. Couldn't believe it. But I had 10 likes, guys. We did it. 76 says, where does she do? The toe tags, I'm not sure what the reference says. Rock James says the toe tags says Brian Thompson. That's it, right? Rock James is right. The toe tag says Brian fucking Thompson. So how many Brian Thompsons have I known in my life? Well, maybe one or two, and they're probably, you know, went to high school and graduated with honors and probably had the valedictorian and AB and probably played in the fucking AB honor roll and probably played in the football team and was like quarterback and probably like, you know, king of the fucking prom and right? Had the high school sweetheart. I bet you his wife, Brian Thompson's wife, is, you know, right? The high school sweetheart, the fucking, oh, no, she's not. She's the beauty queen of, like, Texas or wherever the fuck, Pennsylvania. I don't know where the fuck they are, right, guys? Like, is that the gist of Brian Thompson and his life? Do I have it down? Is that what a Brian Thompson would sound like to you or be doing with he's a healthcare CEO? Sucking our money? That's crazy shit. Like, that's basic bullshit. And it's like, okay, great. Like Carbon says, he's got his, yeah, we don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. And I want to know, guys, about Brian Thompson, why it's so important to kill him, because he seems to be very important and have a lot of money, blood money here with our suffering and these mental problems going on with people doing shit that can't get treatment because they're treated as losers or junkies or lying because they can't get narcotics for their fucking to calm the voices down or calm the fucking nerves down. And they know this, it's hopeless. Because the healthcare system won't give them help. Yeah. Fuck. That's dirty, bro. Because they're burying this Brian. Literally, they buried Brian Thompson. They're like, you know what? Who cares? He had a family, guys. He's a victim. He got shot on the street. You saw that in the video. No, he didn't because you cut it. Guys, there is an unedited somewhere, apparently. But the news, you can't tell me they killed him when the news didn't show the bullets. They pause it. They don't show the kill. Like, oh, it's too graphic. You're the news, dumbass. Like, what do you mean you're too graphic? Where the fuck am I going to go see it? YouTube? Are you going to see it on Wire? Where are we going to go? TMZ? All right. No wonder why TMZ is so popular. And they can do it, though. TMZ puts it right on TV, on the site, on the YouTube. TMZ does it. But the news don't do it. It'll bring you more views, asshole. Put it on. You got to show people what death is. People ain't scared no more. Ain't scared of death. Well, you better be, because we ain't getting health care here in America. Shit. But yeah, you should be. You should show people what it is with somebody's. That's what the consequence. That's real. You know, this ain't a fucking game. But no, now it's a joke. Now it's a video game. It's a movie. It's the internet real. Kicking people in the head when they're down and unconscious. Yes, but show them what the fuck happens. Stop blurring the faces and the shit and the violence like that. Show them. Damn it. People are laughing and being shown anyways. That's the whole point of the court. Start prosecuting people with the fucking phones. We said that we covered that, guys, right? Still hot about that Shanquilla Robinson case. You know? Get these people with the fucking phones. They're just as guilty. Yeah, Carbon, sorry, 76. I'm not sure what you meant there with the Brian Thompson, the woman there. It's Carbon C. Moore says, and it's second-degree murder by definition means an unlawful killing, okay, of a person committed with malice or forethought but without planning or premeditation. Okay, very different, right? The malice and forethought would be the weapon kind of used and the coming up behind him, right? And then the shots, the amount of shots, right? So I would say come up behind him and the amount of shots, right? And the getaway possibly, not calling police, right? So those things would be malice, right? They're really considered pretty heartless. You know, not calling for help, the extra, the overkill, and the coming up behind someone, let alone to their face. Agreed. Unlawful. It was unlawful. It's unlawful to kill. Yes, agreed. Wow. That's what the charge is, huh? Second degree. Wow, very good. I'd agree with it. Yeah, I do. I agree with second degree murder. Sure. Yeah, that sounds exactly what happened in this case. Yeah, that sounds like the motive. I mean, yeah, Carbon. Well said. But from Luigi's own mouth, he did plan this and premeditate this. So why would he be getting charged if that? Yeah, legally. That's good to me, the second degree. But you are right about the manifesto. But then you got to take it to court, right? But then you got to let up to 12 juries for that, or something like that. You're really going deep into psyche. See? So then you go to the jury for that. You got to go to people on that one, unfortunately. But if you're talking facts and plea deals and cold, hard facts on paper, but what you can prove and what you cannot prove, basically, I mean, you know, I know you're saying he wrote the manifesto, but how did he write it? By hand? By type? I don't know. I could poke holes in manifestos all day and day. But yeah, it's a state of mind, not a state of thought. That's what a manifesto is, right? I don't know. I can twist it on you too if I want. You know, I can make up some saying about a manifesto, and it's not even real, but it makes sense. It sounds like it does. But yeah, sure, that's just for to us, Carbon, right? If we really want to get his ass, but no deal. You know, no deal with that. He's got to go to court for that. He's going to get life. So you're right, though, Carbon. You know, it shows clear premeditation that he was going to do something. You know what I mean? This is a hell of a plan, right? You're right. 3D printed guns, the way he looks, how he escapes, how many shots coming up behind. He's sneaky. He's a sneaky little bastard. You know what strikes me, Luigi Mangione does strike me as a sidekick to Mario type deal, but a sneaky little bastard. Really, he's probably doing good in jail because he's not won't do for long. He's gonna get in some trouble, guys. We'll probably hear him in some jailhouse shit like Nick Reiner. But that's more mental. Luigi is mental, but he's more cocky than anything. It's more a personality thing with Luigi, not a mental thing, guys. It's more of a puff out your chest. I'm so ha ha ha, and he's treated like that even in prison. Somebody told me that, and look at the fan mail he gets and the 1.5 million in legal fees on top of whatever commissary honey buns he's getting. You know, you got to put that all into account. Everything is a factor here. But Luigi will probably do 20 years, 25, maybe get out earlier than that. I'm telling you, 10 years, and he'll be on the loose, and he will be a free man. And this Brian Thompson, you'll forget about just like you did the day he was shot. You know, you didn't know him before, you didn't know him after. Who is these CEOs of the healthcare systems? What is this shit? Like, how could you make money that way? I don't know. I don't know. But they really stopped that quick, didn't they? Don't ask no questions. Don't ask no questions to who the fuck Brian Thompson is. Ask who Luigi Mangione is, his killer. Because you're a sick human being if you don't fucking find the killer and just say that this was grotesque and he killed a poor man, poor defenseless man. He did. Yeah, he fucking, I mean, I guess that's the video shows. They got a body, right? It's in the fucking morgue. It's in the ground. I'm sure he's got a grave. Oh, he's cremated. What's the deal? Grave, cremated. Are they going to tell me where Brian Thompson has been buried? Did his healthcare take care of his funeral? I don't know. Ask his family. Did he have the coverage? I bet you he fucking did it on top of that. Watch the fucking irony. They're right out of that big old house, aren't they? Now they're nobodies, that family, aren't they? If they ever even fucking existed. Just for the Hallmark card. 76 said he had a plan to even know where Thompson would be that day. Yeah, he planned it to a T for sure, right? So definitely premeditated. But you know, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Right? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And premeditation is going to be a little rough. I know you got a manifesto, but negative. You know, you need more than that. Really, federal case, you need a lot more than that. Fuck that. They do the deal. Even the prosecution knows they're in trouble here, guys. Can you tell that? The prosecution here, I think they want the deal just as much as Mangione's defense. Because they're going to go through the backpack out, all the evidence they caught on him. That was going to be thrown out. You already got circumstantial here. You got a video with nothing. Like Carbon said, you got a video with nobody, called a ghost called Brian Thompson, and another ghost called Luigi Mangione. But he's willing to say it was him that was in the video that killed Brian Thompson. He's willing to say that. But like that, like Carbon said, in those terms. So it's very different than we think. So great for putting that in, Carbon. See, it's more that legal definition of second-degree murder, which he's pleading guilty to right now, as a matter of fact. He's not going to switch it up and say not guilty. He knew. Best shot was that. Carbon says more, I refuse to believe he was just walking around with a pistol with a silencer, so it happened to stumble upon the one guy he wrote a manifesto about. No fucking way. Hey man, they say Michael Myers doesn't need a motive, or Michael Myers this. I believe he needs a motive, and I love him better with a motive. But I'm with you, Carbon. You know, I believe it's premeditated as well due to the manifesto. Like somebody's gonna answer, and this shit is really tactful. And like, you know, a Navy SEAL probably couldn't carry this fucking murder out better than the obsessive, compulsive, angry, bitter, smart genius of Luigi Mangione, because that Navy SEAL is not as smart. He might be as strong if he's caught. He could probably hold down an interrogation and probably kill a few men, our little small battalion of men before he is arrested and shot down himself. But Luigi's going to be a lot tougher because you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to really get in that. Man, fuck me. This guy's got a bike rolling out in New York. He's getting away with this shit. If he just didn't get cocky, guys, with the chick or the dude he's talking to and pull that mask down and smile, He would be at McDonald's eating that Big Mac or that McChicken just fine. But why do these killers like Nicholas, what is that, the Jose Cruz, the Nicholas Cruz, all these fuckers go to McDonald's and eat afterwards, or a fast food joint? You got to stop it with that nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, you think that's like acting normal. See, here's the problem with these people. They're not normal, so they think that normal people would just be at McDonald's eating after doing something like this. You feel me? That's what they say. Well, I was just at McDonald's getting fast food. What are you talking about? I'm just like everybody else here, getting McDonald's, minding my business. Like, what are you talking about? I'm a normal person. I like McDonald's. So it's friendly. It's, you know. So yeah, you go. Fucking A, man. McDonald's my ass. Carmen C.S. Moore says, yeah, that's true, especially in court. There is no, quote, he said, she said, quote, unquote. It has to be facts. You have to be able to prove this shit without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, man. The premeditation, you can poke holes and leave doubt, and the jury's like, well, you hang your hat on, you know. You put so much attention on certain things, you take away from your main points that could seal the case. And that's how a lot of cases make it say, right? They focus on the shit that don't matter to the jury, and they think it does. And that's when they go, they got to stop. They got tunnel vision. The defense or the prosecution, they got to stop and check themselves and say, really, what do they look? What are the jury really interested? What are they really, you know, thinking? But they're not profilers. These lawyers, they pick their jury based upon statistical things on paper. Not really, like The Devil's Advocate is good at movie with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. Keanu Reeves is special in the way he doesn't go off the paper. He goes off the visual and what he gets profile-wise. So that's why he's able to pick a winning jury every time. All right, he doesn't need the fucking 411 on paper. If anything, it hurts picking the jury because you're boxing yourself into these stereotypes and stereotypical ways of winning past cases. But every case is unique. You do want to use past cases to get things done in your case, but not to base it upon the past. Because you're going to box yourself in, guys. You're not going to be creative. Hence the Real Man Reviewer, right? We do creative things around here, content creators. But yeah, you got it. You're on it, Carbon, you know? Unfortunately, yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like, that shit is fucking definitely premeditated for a fucking... That shit is fucking better than John Wilkes Booth or Harvey Lee Oswald could ever imagine doing. You're on it, dude. It's a hell of assassination for 2024, December 4th. Hell of an assassination because he literally got away with this shit. And he's getting away with it now, pretty much. And who is Brian Thompson? That should be a real documentary for the true crime. You really want to do a mystery or a weird, cool video. I do want to, who is Brian Thompson? Like, the killing of Brian Thompson. Like, he doesn't even have his own wiki. Like Carbon says, he wasn't even known until this murder of assassination. You know, all these other people that were assassinated or killed, or CEOs, were known. I'll tell you that. Presidents, everybody was known. Carbon C.S. Moore says, Carbon C.S. Moore, says, 70s chick says, I found my grandmother's crypt in Los Angeles by using that site, Find a Grave. Yeah, oh wow, that's so cool. I see that's Find a Grave. Isn't that something, right? I love videos like that and things, the tools. You know I love my tools, right, 70s chick? You know I like my virtual tools. Find a Grave sounds cool. I'm so fascinated with those. Very good shout out. Carbon C.S. Moore says, okay, I'll try to do some research and find it. You're good, Carbon. Carbon C.S. Moore says, I found it. He was buried at the Lord of Light Lutheran Church Memorial Peace Garden. Really? So it's a real place. That sounds... Minnesota. He's Minnesotian, right? Okay. I guess he's a real person, Carbon. We had it all wrong. He just doesn't feel like a real person, that's all. He doesn't have feelings like a real person. And to us, he doesn't feel real because he has no real feelings, apparently, for the healthcare system and our health. He's a CEO. But thank you for looking that up, guys. 70s Chicken Carbon. 70s Chick says, if killing the CEO anywhere could end corruption, they would all be dead. Yes, you're right. You know, guys, death is not the answer to our problems. You know what I mean? It's not a solution. It's the dissolution. You know what I mean? What is that word I'm looking for? Dissolution. Yeah, dissolution of life, and that's it. We all know Vigilante. We know fucking Charles Bronson, Death Wish, guys. Get the fuck out of here. You think, yeah, I like Charles Bronson, everyone, and I like, you know, the revenge story. I like Payback with Mel, you know, not Payback, but what is it? Sally Field and Eye for an Eye with Kiefer Sutherland, guys. That's a fucking morally. The same shit here. That's for you to decide. And that's why you, either this shit goes where it goes or it doesn't, because you leave it to the masses. All right? And wherever the masses go, that's where the case goes. That's where the public opinion goes. It's what the masses are. But there's a couple other people, like Johnny Depp said, on the other end of that line. and I'll be over there. And that's it. And I'll be there until the shit crumbles, until the smoke clears. I will fucking be there. I don't give a shit if it's all crumbling around me, because I'm going to be standing when everything's crumbling around me. That's the point. And the people I love are going to be standing with me. So that's if I'm alone standing, what is the point of surviving? That's true. We need others. We need people we love or care about to survive with us. And that's why we're here together today and every single fucking day. We're pushing each other through, and these crimes are going to not depress us, but actually enlighten us, right? And make us appreciate our situation even more, that we don't have to resort to violence or death to get through our life, that we're going to get off the victorious. Yes, we were victorious. Even in death, we were victorious because we were victorious in life, in living, right? In living, in getting through. And there is a reward to be had. But only you know what you've been through and what your reward will be at the end of that fucking rainbow. I don't know. It's between you and whoever else you think, okay? But there's a reward to be paid for your hard work. Don't you forget it. 76 said, yep, you got it, 76. Thank you. That's so cool, the graveyard stuff. I'm so fascinated by that, guys. You know, I love my Google Earth, 76. I'll go over those damn graveyards right now on Google Earth, guys, and show you the headstones. I'll zoom in on the headstone. Carbon CS Moore said, I just found a certificate of death. It's all online. Okay, good. So Carbon, yeah, he's a real person, Minnesotan. You know what we know. You guys know what we mean about this CEO stuff with the healthcare system, right? That is not. It doesn't sound correct, does it? It doesn't sound right. And a lot of people are suffering mentally and physically due to the healthcare system that we personally know, just like possibly whatever the motive is for Mangione. It's obviously not money. Well, it is, isn't it? It's money, isn't it? Because he couldn't apparently afford, or he was getting denied help, whatever it was here. It's always going to come down to the simple fact of money, guys. It will. So, let me correct myself. It's money. It's the healthcare system, not enough money, too much money, right? Everything is just too much or too less. It's never enough. It's never perfect, and it should be. Some things you look at in this world, you say, it is fucking perfect, isn't it? It's the perfect sunset. It's the perfect picture. It's a perfect moment. But so things are perfect in nature, and it can be perfect in life. So that's bullshit right there. Things are capable of perfection, but not in the perfection that we are known by man. Man thinks in distorted ways, and his judgment is inaccurate for sure. And so is mine. I can't even draw a straight fucking line. So let alone tell you anything about the universe. So I'm just living in the universe. I don't know about the universe. I'm learning as I'm living in it. And this is how we're spreading the learns. 76 says, I doubt that killing Thompson ended whatever problem. Yep, it will never end. It will never end. But I do like Europe, how they do. I think they do, right? I think the other, Europe, Japan, right? I think everybody gives free healthcare to their citizens. America is an issue. I understand why, but I'm not going to go into this on that video. It's for another video. Carmen C.S. Moore says, no, it definitely didn't, 76. But I think that more of, quote, solving the problem, unquote, Luigi's was more trying to send a message to the healthcare system. But it didn't work. It didn't even send a message, did it, Carbon? If anything, we're just like, who the fuck? We like, who the fuck, right? Because we've been through it, right? Everybody's got to be through it. But what is the message? It's like he didn't even leave a message, or his message is on the sidewalk, right? In a pool of blood of a nobody, Brian Thompson. But he's not a nobody, apparently, to Luigi and to the CEO, Healthcare United fucking healthcare system. This guy's a top CEO. What does that mean? Is he on top of an empire with fire behind him, like denying us all with the fucking gavel? Denied, denied, denied. And taking all our fucking money? Still charging us even when he's going to deny us, and then giving us nasty dumb shit like processed shit from like shit that's not even real. Like, what is in the pills? It's generic. It's not even the brand name shit. Well, who gets the brand name shit? Because you got healthcare and it's free, you don't get brand name shit. Well, who gets the brand name shit? The people that pay for it do. That's wrong too. Do you understand? That's fucked up. Like, what? I was thinking that. Why do we get generic shit with the health? What? Because you got healthcare. That's fucked up. Well, I should get the good shit because I got healthcare, don't I? No, because you don't got a job or you're not paying cash. Oh my God, I don't got a job because I can't work because of this. Because I'm getting the medications. I'm fucking having a problem. Like, oh, no. See, guys, it's meant to, what is it meant to do? Well, that's for another video. I have my theories, just like Carbon CS more than all of you, I'm sure. 76 said, what was in the manifesto? I didn't read it. I don't give a fuck, honestly, because it's a bunch of whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't interest me. It's apparently he's in pain, or somebody knows he's in pain. I know people that, but anyways, they're in pain and they can't get the health care coverage, him or somebody else, and he's just got a beef with the healthcare system. And yes, Carbon, like Carbon said, he will plan to a T to carry this out on one of the top heads, the head of the United Healthcare. So it had to be with United Healthcare he had a problem with for sure. Not just, obviously it's just all the health, but it's United Healthcare. He had a personal vendetta with them. Not just the healthcare system in general, did he? But this specific healthcare system. He had a beef. Maybe he got a letter. I think he might have got a letter. Somebody got a letter or something. Might have been signed Brian Thompson, guys. He signed his own death warrant. 11 likes, thanks. Thanks to 11 likes, guys. But right, he signed his own death warrant. I think he got a letter by him. Don't hold me to it. We'll never know. 70 Shake is not going to trial. So this shit's got to be leaked by TMZ. Really. Sorry, guys. My nose is bothering me. I went outside today. And my skin gets red. See? Very red. And very sensitive. And my allergies. My kids have allergies a little bit too because of the weather. Rock James says, if it wasn't Luigi, I think it might have been somebody else. Not that maybe later, perhaps different state or town, and maybe Ron Smith. Same story, just different roles. Exactly. Thank you, Rock. This is something that, guys, when it comes to true crime, you know, we deal with a lot of things and everything, but this is like, you know, I haven't done videos yet on, like, you know, I mean, I hate using the word conspiracy because, you know, it seems like you're crazy or, right? It's like, no, like, this is something that is like, like, I want to use another word than political. Like, I want to add more emphasis on the political word, if that makes sense. 12 likes. Thank you, guys. But this is some shit that, you know, when you're fucking with the government, it's a federal case. Why is it federal? What's their reason for the federal? Carbon CS more. What's their reason for the federal, brother? Tell me what those federal charges are in New York. And don't give me weapons. Don't give me the bullshit, bro. Don't give me that, you know, I mean, give me the truth. I'm you know, I'm not mad at you. I'm saying, what are they saying here is the federal charges? I don't give a shit about looking at this wiki or going on the YouTube. The only thing I'm interested in is Brian looking over at, you know, Mangione, recognizing Mangione, like seeing someone there in the corner of his eye, not saving his own life by actually crossing the street or adjusting his path or his mode of thinking or acting. He had a moment to actually react to save his life. Because, guys, I walked by today. You saw me on the street today. Check the stream. See, you know, there was people walking around. There was cars and shit. There was people looking at me. You know what I mean? There was cops. There was a whole bunch of shit. There's actually a cop at the gas station. I was going to stop and ask him, hey, you know, can you take me by this? Can I go into this house? I was going to ask him. But he's obviously going to get fucking fired. But I was going to ask him about the case. You know, did he go there? You know, what do you think? The murder house, excuse me. But yeah, what is the federal charges? It's so fucked up. Oh, it's was indicated on 11 New York's charges and 4 federal charges. So there's 4 federal charges here. But they're really not saying what they are here, and Wikipedia just outright. They dismissed 2 terror-related charges. They got nothing. Stalking. Try to get him with everything. Stalking is premeditation. You know? Right, Carbon? Right, 70s chick? That shit is... Stalking would be considered pre-fucking meditation to me, wouldn't you? Stalking is an unwanted or repeated surveillance. Unwanted, I get it. Repeated. Consistent. Repeated. What is the definition of the word repeated? Is there any other... What is that called, that other word? Syllable, not syllable, synonyms for that? Sure. Sure there is. One of them might be being premeditation, right? Practice. Talk about practice. We're talking about practice here? Practice. Second-degree murder, right, Boss Striker? Yeah. Carbon CS Moore gave the definition on that second-degree murder. That sounds about right, right? I mean, you know, they're going to have a hard time with, really. I know we look at the premeditation pretty clear here about his actions and his thought process and the manifesto and things of that nature, the evidence in the case. But this is not going to trial. There's no case here. It's done. You know, he's going to plead guilty and close this fucker. And so is the court. So is the government, the federal government. But you're right. Second-degree murder sounds pretty solid. It sounds like that explanation sounds something like Mangione could live with. I think it's more or less for Mangione what he is on his record for him. He strikes me as that type of person. And that statement of second-degree murder sounds really good to him. because it's his life, it's his lawyer. Like I said, it's going to be my choice too. If I'm under duress like this, I'm going to live with my actions and my decision. Rock James, this is the case they wish to bring a double jeopardy. I might be. Yeah, listen, you want to take the plea here in New York on the federal, so the state can't charge him with the same charge. They could maybe possibly charge him with different charges, but not the same charges that he was charged with here in the federal case. So if he puts it away and pleads to these charges and guilty, basically, in the second degree, but with that little statement, like a little hitch to it. No hitch to it, just for him is a hitch. Luigi sounds, he cares about his reputation when he gets out, apparently, because he's going to get out at some point. And yeah, he fucking takes it down, and double jeopardy will not be implied when it comes to like the murder, the bigger charges, but he will be charged with other charges. They'll probably tack on for him, the state. So it's a good play by the lawyers. These lawyers, whoever they are, I don't know how Mangione's grandfather looks like had money. Mangione has money. The family has money. So there's some that these lawyers are great. These lawyers are great because right off the bat, I was thinking, guys, what's important to me is Mangione first being arrested and screaming from the top of his lungs about this crazy healthcare shit. We can't even make out what he's really saying, but I know I was telling the whole time, shut his mouth, because it's like, but the cops let him talk because he has the right to remain silent, but anything can be used against him in the court of law. So that's why he can speak. See, but that's why the cops don't tell him, shut up. They don't say that. Do you ever notice that? When they bring the defendant out or in, they stick microphones in their face. No, the cops get them to where they need to get, but they don't tell them how to talk or not. Because it's their right, guys. You have a right to speak or not. You can hold your silence because you still have those rights read to you, and those are your rights all the time. So you're guilty or not guilty, whatever. So you have rights to speak. So that's why, they don't tell them to shut up. They can speak or yell, but sometimes they yell. But Mangione's talking about, this, down with healthcare. The lawyer got in there. I guess the grandfather, the father, whoever the fuck this lawyer was is amazing. Whoever he hired is amazing. He's like, listen, shut up. That's the first off. He says, shut your mouth. He says, because this trial is going to be decided in the court of public opinion. If it goes to trial, Luigi, it's going to be in the court of public opinion. This is that kind of case, brother. This is that kind of case. It's already shaping up that way. And you know what's doing it is your looks. Mangione. That's what, and the kill, who you killed, your target. See, so these two things we're gonna play on, we're gonna build on, and they did. And then bam, they got second degree. So they're not even going to trial. He would got life. They know that. We know that. Even with this circumstantial possibility he gets off, yeah, they're very slim. New York can let him walk. Not unscathed. 76. I'm still no, you good. Easier to prove. Ball Striker Bandito 007 says easier to prove. Yeah, I agree with you, Ball Striker. Right, easier to prove. That mode, right? Get something done, right? Ball Striker didn't risk Mangione looking like fucking fools. Fuck Mangione going free, right? The New York legal system is afraid to be looking like fools. They ain't gonna end up looking like Los Angeles back in the day in '94, are they? Anything like that. Fuck all that, correct? With Marsha Clark and all that fucking debacle. Chris Darden, right? Oh, they ain't doing all that. Fuck all that. You're right on it, Ball Striker. Thanks for coming in. 76 says, yes, even just knowing where he was going to be and going there with the weapon. Yeah, no doubt about it. But it's like I said, a Navy SEAL couldn't carry it out probably as good or plan it as good because they're not as smart as Mangione. They're not as sleek. But I tell you, Brian there saw him. I'm telling you, he saw him. He did a little hinge, and then boom, you're dead. But he kept walking. He had a couple of seconds to survive. But you guys got to act on that feeling when you get it. And that motherfucker is looking like that, and you have that feeling to look, you know what's up. Don't ignore it. Do something about it. Go across the street. Change your path. Change your direction. Ball Striker says, cops aren't trying to help him. Ball Striker says, but it really was first degree. Yeah, what's the first degree definition of premeditation, right? Yeah, that's how you get first. Yeah, it's Ball Striker, I'm with you. I'm with Carbon. I'm with 70s. It's premeditation. You take it to court. You don't give him no fucking deal. Let's say they give him no deal, guys. No deal. Go to court. With all the evidence, they throw out the backpack. They throw out all your evidence. Like, we're going to have a problem here, I think, with the Tyler Robinson case, too. Right, guys? They're trying to throw out a lot of evidence. The gun itself, too. These lawyers are on it, huh? It has a lot to do Two, you would think it has a lot to do with the electronical, that they'd be able to get them easier, but now this electronic thing is being used again, right? Is being used to put doubts into actually crimes and people being there and who was there, right? So these lawyers are right. They're really picking up something as a wave of with the AI and all this is being, it's being actually used to say, hey, it's a negative thing, isn't it? See, and it's wrong, and it's not DNA. Now everything no DNA now. Now it's all about video and AI, right, guys? You see that? It's really gone away from the science, and now we're going to the electronics more so than the science. So yeah, because you don't even have to be there physically anymore to commit a crime, do you? You can actually do it virtually or do it from a distance. Shit. Viewer and viewer wants to get something done. We get it done. You know what I mean? I get it done. Luigi gets it done, I guess. But that's fucked up because what you're doing here is, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I can't say what he's doing because I don't know what this accomplished. You know, guys. I'm trying to see what kind of movement this or what this. He's better off doing like a CoffeeZilla thing. Or a real reviewer thing where he investigates the healthcare system and posted a video of his research. You know, he get a lot more support that way, and a lot more respect that way, and a lot more attention. And maybe Brian Thompson could be like ousted as CEO. I mean, it's the only way he's going to get movement on something. Thanks for the 13 likes, guys. I really appreciate you liking what I do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shanann Maya. Hey, what's up, Shanann? How are ya? Miss Maya, how are you? Thanks for coming in. We are speaking about Luigi Mangione here. We just got back from a walk from a crime scene, an actual crime scene, a mass murder house. I took you guys there this morning. So check out that live stream, Shanann, see if you like it. But we're talking true crime today, all day Friday for the rest of the way. We are going to be talking a couple cases, and Luigi Mangione right now is in federal court, or was, and he, I believe, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. So the case is done. And he admitted to killing Brian Thompson. That was him in the video. That was him escaping. That was him doing it all. But he didn't plan this. That's what he's saying. He's saying he didn't plan it. He did not admit. He admits it's unlawful. It's not right to kill Brian. But he's admitting that he had his reasons. Yeah, it's pretty much what second-degree murder is kind of saying. So to Luigi's, in Luigi's mind, Shanann says his back was against the wall. Shanann said, I will. Stay blessed. Thank you, Shanann. You stay blessed. But yeah, his back was against the wall, right? It seems like, but now he's in jail with his back against the wall. So maybe he didn't think about that. You know, he's still got a long life to live. So it's a little right. It's a little not right thinking. It's narcissistic thinking. Don't you think? It's wrong thinking. Because, yes, right? He's in jail now and he's suffering with the pain or whatever he's going through, or that person that he cares about is without him, right? So he didn't think that through too good. Ball Striker says he was trying to make a statement against big insurance. Well, what do you think about it? Did it work? No. There'll be plenty of Brian Thompson clones, guys, right? Plenty of Brian Thompson clones. But this was something personal for Luigi, right? He had to do it for himself or for the other person. He really had to do it for himself. It was a selfish act. Death and murder is always a selfish act. So, you know, only time death isn't selfish is when you lay your life down for someone else, right? That's the only time death becomes a really loving thing. When somebody sacrifices life for someone else, right? Never when they take it, really. Even when the shooter saves somebody by civilian shoots a shooter, it's really, they're hailed as a hero, but you really don't talk about them too much anymore, do you? Not even a military person, you know? But somebody that runs in a house, even somebody that runs in a house after 6 kids in a fire, you don't really, the heroes are really forgotten these days. Heroes are forgotten. Villains live forever, right? That's what it seems. Ball Striker, he was trying to make, yep, you're right, guys. He's trying to make the statement. I know what you mean. There's been other killers like this, right, guys? Are the true crime cases we probably covered where, you know, somebody gets this idea. They're very smart, and they're going to carry this out. Like James Holmes reminds me of one, right? The Aurora. We're going to probably cover that. James Holmes, in that case. I have my questions there as well about James Holmes. I don't know much about Adam Lanza. I don't know much about James Holmes. I don't know much about the Yulee Van shooter. I don't know much about these people. The dangerous part about these cases we do not cover is these types of cases. Because that is the real cases that are going to happen instantly. You know, this is going to... Luigi Mangione like you said, it's gonna be premeditated. You gotta do something personal here over the course of time and really fuck someone hard, right? Over the course of a lot of time and money, to be doing something to fucking get in Luigi Magione's head, and be on his hit list, right? Shit, yeah. But nowadays, you don't have to do all what Luigi does to somebody, right? You have to, or what Brian did to him, or whatever, the healthcare system. Now, guys, you just gotta look at somebody wrong or wave to him, and you're gonna get hurt instantly, and that's a fucking issue. Ball Striker says, I'm sure he regrets it, but that's irrelevant now. Yeah, huh? You think so? You think he regrets it? I don't think he regrets it, my man. I don't. I think if you asked Luigi, he'd say he'd do it again. Honestly, dude. He'd do it again. Look at this fame he got from this shit, dude. He's never been... Everything was worked to plan except for getting caught. And even that, he's thinking, didn't go so bad, you know? He's getting a plea deal, right? Right, Ball Striker? He's like, shit, strike me in the balls. I'll take a ball hit in jail for fucking 10 years, get kicked in my balls, Ball Striker. You had to get struck in the balls for 10 years in jail and then read the rest of his life out. What is he going to be, 30 or something? He's a fucking youngin', yeah? He has the whole life ahead of him. How many interviews, how many movies, right? How many interviews he going to get when he gets out? How many movies at the time he does get out? Yeah, the Slayer law or whatever. I think that's only California. Either way, it doesn't matter. Slayer laws, in fact, it doesn't matter. He gets out, right? He gets out. The dating games, guys, the dating game killer, you thought that was sick. Wait till Magione's on a dating show. You thought Chris Watts getting married in jail was sick. Wait till Mangione gets out. Yeah, he will get out, guys. That's the whole point of copping the plea. They want him to admit guilt, and they want to get him punished, but they want him to admit guilt. That's the most important thing for the government, is to admit the guilt that they were right, and they got everything against him, and he knows it, and he's guilty of the shit. That what he did was wrong. But he didn't plan it. That's what they're saying, the government. He didn't plan it, though. Oh, he sure did. But you could say death is never part of the plan, right? Yeah, I mean, I never include death in my plan of the day, where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and today, and don't forget, I'm gonna die. I might die today. No, death is never part of the plan. But when you're, you know, I guess when your life is really at the point of a walking death, I guess this is just, I mean, you know, you gotta ask Mangione. I mean, shit. He really must have was he care about someone? What is the deal here? This is intense to do all this. It really is, guys. A lot of premeditation, yes. Ball Striker, a lot of hate, a lot of determination here. Ball Striker Bandito, I'm sure he regrets it. Yep. Ball Striker Bandito, 10 years is a long time in a cage. Shit, one night, guys, 8 hours. Fucking A. Dude, you said it, Ball Striker. 8 hours, guys, is a fucking long time in a cage. 2 hours, let alone visiting Alcatraz and stepping into one of those cages for even a second, like Al Capone's, no, I'm good. That shit gets locked by accident like The Rock. Nicolas Cage ain't coming. Sean Connery ain't coming, you know? I'm an idiot for stepping in the cage and somebody has a plan on them like Mangione. The fucking dudes make a statement and they lock all the cells. Yeah, guys, you didn't think of that, right? Oh, yeah, no, why don't you step in the cell? It's cool. You're there to... No, yeah, I'm there to see Alcatraz, but I'm risking enough being here on this island. I'm not going to go in there in the cell. Shanae Maya says, doing jail time sucks. Yes, it does. You know, I have my own opinion on the jail system and, you know, why we go to know this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I understand. You know, River's been there too, of course. I always got to eat it, guys. When you're doing true crime, you got to live it, right? I couldn't tell you about jail and court if I haven't been through it. I mean, we all got to go through it, whether we're guilty or not. You know, guys, it doesn't matter because you're guilty. When you're arrested, when those cuffs go on you, you're guilty. That's all I say. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. When those cuffs go on you, when they slap, that's why everybody, as soon as the cops get the cuffs out or they start saying, people run. All right? That's not because, oh, okay, I'm going to jail. Yeah, it's because you're going to jail, but, man, you're guilty. That's why. Because they know they're going to jail, but they're going to be treated as guilty, and they're going to be found guilty, even if they're innocent. They say, why did you run? Why did you lie if you were innocent? Because they tell you, you're going to find me guilty. You just arrested me. Because everybody sees you arrested, guys, in the neighborhood, you're automatically a bad person, and you're guilty. And even if you're innocent. and they end up dropping the charges against you in court. It's still on your record, isn't it? So they're so fucking dirty, and I hate them. You know, the system is so whacked, and it is manipulative and lies and treats people with favoritism, yes, and is biased, yes, all that shit. Fucking A. When you got humans judging humans, there's gonna be so much corruption. It's gonna be you see it all. Yeah, it does suck. Shanann Mine says guilty until you prove you ain't do it. Exactly, and you can't prove you ain't. You can't prove it because they don't give you the chance. They don't really want to hear that shit. You're guilty. You're done because they arrested you. The cop thought you guilty. And they say, "Oh, the cop's not the lawyer, the judge." Yeah, he is. He's judge, jury, and executioner out there on the street, girls and boys. You don't come home if that cop don't want you to. You don't go to jail if he don't want you to. You go to the fucking morgue or you go home if he wants you to, or jail. 3 places. When he pulls you over, that's your ass. It doesn't matter if you're not doing you. That's why you get pulled over. You're like, I didn't do nothing wrong. Why is he pulling me? You motherfucker, don't even worry about that. Stop getting defensive on the cop. You need to listen to what the fuck. It's time, brother. Because he's going to get you. He's not your friend. He's not pulling you over to help you. You know? And you're thinking, a cop. I tell my kids, the cops want to help you. Run to the cops. Call the cops. They'll help you. Holy shit, guys. Unbelievably twisted world. Maybe in the 40s or 30s. Now, I mean, what are they doing then? Is that the cops were nice? No. One of the worst corrupted cities was New York. The fucking police. Guys, real viewer, the cops never helped me once. And I needed their help plenty of times. And and they were called. And they just never help. They just always hurt me or took me away. And I'm like, even as a young child, trying to get out of the situation. And I knew as a young child, once I tried to get out of a violent, abusive situation, and I called for help, and the help was there, and they really just called me, they really just threw me in jail, doing the juvenile detention. I couldn't believe it. You know, I said I couldn't believe that they would believe, you know, they wouldn't help. You know, and I always knew from then, guys, to shut my fucking mouth and to never call for help. That I had to do everything. Unfortunately, we have to get through it because the cops are going to hurt you. They're not going to help you. I always, after that, I ran into the cops plenty of times as a kid, and never again did I get arrested until actually, yeah, a little older actually, over another domestic. So, and I wasn't wrong. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want you guys thinking the real viewer. I know about court. I know about jail. I know what it's like to sit there. I have people that have been in jail for 5 to 10 years. Okay? I told a true crime story in one of these live streams of one of my friends. It's in the paper. One of his crimes. Both of them. I got 2 friends, both crimes in the paper. It can be found on Google. The crimes. And I'm not going to go into the true crimes. I'm not going to go. I brought you to a murder house today. That's the least I could do, so I start getting paid, yo. You know what I mean? These people could be interviewed and shit, and they could be found on the internet. I could back it with evidence of the stories. I'm not talking out my ass like Dio Vaughn. You know, these stories could be backed up with evidence. I don't just give you stories I make up and can't prove to you. I prove to you with a picture, with a letter, with something. You know, when they go to the porn stars, they say, "Do you have a letter? Do you have something to prove your story?" And they provide something that proves it. And that's what the Real Reviewer does with these cases. That's what we do with real life. And that's what the court does. And here, they just didn't have enough for Mangione. That's all. You take it to court. You got premeditation, fine. You have motive, maybe. All right? That's a little bit of a stretch, too. Wow, that's a hell of imagination. Mom, imagination. Oh, you know, it's like Willy Wonka shit. Like, thanks for the love. But Shanann says, "Oh, give yourself a hug, bro." Thank you, Shanann. Shanann says, "I'm probably saying that right, Shanann. I would say call you Miss Maya if you don't mind. I like Miss Maya. If you're a Miss or a Mrs., I'm sorry. Either way, Mrs. Maya, thank you. That's when you realize the Matrix is against you. Yes, guys, I woke up a long time ago. You see that with the 4 years back, going back 4 years, 5 years almost, 4 years on the channel. And I was not getting any view, you know, nothing. So I know I still did not get nothing, but I get something because my children are going to see these videos. And when I'm gone, they're going to want to see me because they want to see me now, guys. They love watching my videos now, just like you guys do, you know. They love listening to their father. They love it, and they can trust me when I'm saying. They can learn from me in these videos when I'm gone. So that's why I'm doing it too, guys. You think I'm just doing it for the money or for the clout. I get you. Sure I am. Sure, yes, I am. Yes, I am. but I'm demonetized. I'm trying to get remonetized. I'm trying to get sponsors on here. I'm trying to get donations. But yeah, it's for the kids really, because I know that it'll be here forever. And they watch their father. And they love how I do. They get a kick out of me. Shanann says, Snazberry tastes like snoozeberries. Nice. Yes. Very well said. Cheers, Miss Maya. Yes. The one thing I miss the most about my mom is her voice. Yes, guys. You know, you good. Well said, Miss Maya. You know, if you see somebody again, you might not recognize them because they might be younger, they might be older, they might be healthier than you last saw them. They might be different. But one thing, right, Miss Maya, you might recognize that voice. You will never mistake a voice. We're all unique in that form or fashion, are we not? DNA, voices, but voices could be mimicked, right? But they'll be never the same. Maybe you could tell, you know, your father from an imitator. They do some of those YouTube things, right, where they do things like that to test kids or adults that they know someone. But yeah, voices are very soothing. You would recognize your brain, whether you know it or not. Your brain is remembering shit. You just got to tune in and tap it in. It's in there, guys. You don't think you're that smart. It's in there somewhere. It's just, you got to feel. Sometimes I feel my brain. Sometimes I could feel it. Like I feel the right side of the brain and I feel the left side. Like this side feels less heavy than this side. This always feels a lot of pressure. Like a lot of thinking or a lot of shit stored here. This side, I think I got room on the left side. Like I don't know what's on the left compared to the right side of the brain because I don't want to know, okay? Because I already know what it is in here and it's amazing. And whatever is in here, I'd fuck you up too. It'll really take control of you. But thank you, Miss Maya. Yes, the major, we were waking up a long time ago, right? Thank you for waking up with me, Mrs. Maya. I miss you. It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you're doing good, Shanann. It's good to see you. Warm my heart today. 76 says, what was the verdict? The verdict, guys, there's no verdict because there's no fucking case. There's a plea deal. It's live now on YouTube, or was, and he's walking into federal court, has or will be. I wanted to do this stream to get, you know, yeah, get the clicks on, get people in here now with Luigi being hot, right? Because now he's going to prison. So that's it. He did guilty, second-degree murder. Pled guilty to second-degree murder. They're going to sentence him probably in a few months. I don't know if they're going to sentence him right now. I doubt it. I'd sentence him right now just to speed this up and not drag this out any longer for the media and for his fans. Fuck his, you have 1.5 million, guys, in donations to Luigi. The Real Reviewer fights crime. We're crime fighters, and I get demonetized for it. I get accused of being with the crimes, guys. They accuse me of promoting hate organizations and criminals, and criminals organizations, promoting it, praising it. Yeah, but we fight crime here. But they did see the world, how twisted it is. We do the most fighting ever on crime, and they demonetized me. Almost 300,000 views on all of my videos over 4 years, and I haven't seen 1 cent, not one red fucking cent from it. But YouTube has. They run ads on it, right, guys? They do whatever they want. Even if they run ads, they're still making something somehow, some way. 300,000 views. I can't get it. This my creative content. I'm being ripped off. I'm not even being paid for it. Like $1, compensated in some form, guys. I wrote a fucking book. I told you I got paid a fucking $1 at least, a royalty check of $1 as good faith. YouTube has nothing to give me good faith. That's crazy. It's wrong. They're gonna get what's coming to them, guys. I'm telling you. Everybody's gonna answer all this secret shit that's affecting people emotionally and mentally and financially that these corporations don't think they're doing. They got to answer for it individually. You know? They have to. Yeah, it is. It's not right. And other people sit here and tell lies on YouTube and don't do half as much and half the content and lie all day and don't do half as nothing. And they got so much of it. They got so much, they make other channels and do those other channels full time. And then they put on their friends, and then they have houses and cars and clothes, and they put on lazier videos, and the videos get worse and more just the same shit, and they never evolve or do anything different or talk to their chat. They never take care of their chat. They never address it. They never, no, it's just thank you subscribers and chat. Yep, like subscribe. Thank you for all the support. My members, my patron. Yep, just request a video and I'll do it. Yeah, I'm always listening to my subs. Yep, love you. That's all you get from them. But Real Viewer, Shanann, Maya, look at this. I'm on the, yeah. So we know each other person. 76 said, what was the verdict? Yeah, that's what it is, 76. Rock James says, I attended Penn State. Sorry, I meant that was in the state Penn. Oh shit, I was gonna say Penn State. You're no wonder why you talk like a scholar. And then you said state Penn, and I'm like, no, you are a fucking scholar. See, Rock. I was like, wait a second, you're a scholar. You might be with Penn State, but when you said state Penn, I know now. I know you're a fucking real scholar, ain't you? Now I know you're real smart. Your book's smart. Your Penn State smart, and your streets were your heart smart. Evil smart. Rock James, oh, that's Rock. You got the best education possible, a real life education, right? A real tough life education. Motherfuckers got easy shit. But I don't have a problem with them having easy silver spoons. But why don't you feed me a little bit on your spoon a little bit here and there if I'm doing right by you? You know? If I'm doing something for you, what the fuck? But you're right. State Penn. Shit, dude. I know people have been there 5 years, right? State Penn did some shit. But they were okay people. I know where they came from. Guys, I know they did bad things, but they weren't criminals. They did criminal actions, but they weren't criminals. That wasn't the personality. That wasn't the full thought process every day. To hurt people for free, for money, you know? To not work for it. You know, we all work for our money. We do. We all do some kind of work, guys. Work on ourselves. It's work getting up and brushing your fucking teeth. Don't tell me it's not. And anybody that says that it's not, okay. All right, I want to enjoy life too. I do. Don't tell me I think I don't enjoy. Of course, we're here now. I enjoy this. So there is things we enjoy. But Rock, you have the best knowledge is life experience. So that's why I'm glad you're here, Rock. You share such fucking insightful things about these cases, Rock. You were on fire the other day about one of these cases. I'm going to get another case, Rock. I know you're going to be on fire from one of these guys, but there's another one coming up. This one has been solved, but it kind of hasn't. All right, so this one is a very well-known case. I haven't covered it yet. We're going to go on that one next. And there's more to come. I got to charge the phone, 26%. 13 likes, guys. We did the 10 likes. We got 13, 3 better. Got to look at that glass. It's half full, not half empty, guys. Ask that person next to you when they look at that glass. What do they see? What do you see? You need to be surrounding yourself with people that see what you see, that feel what you feel. Yes, you do. Don't fill people around the negativity that don't feel how you feel. No, guys, your environment is key here. Your influence is key. Shanann Maya, that's cray. It is. Ball Striker says, thank you, Shanann. Though I appreciate your time, Shanann. It's good to see you in this chat. Ball Striker, Bandito 007, they call it a correctional institution. But where's the correction? It's just warehousing. Look at this chat. You guys are so fire and I'm so honored to be reading your comments because these are fucking just the greatest, insightful. Yes, Ball Striker, you are correct. Correctional institute. Institute. You know, the mental institutes, right? Those are supposed to be fucking helping too, right? They got the fucking John Hinckley out after 75 years, whatever. He's out. It helped him, apparently. He's not talking about Jody. He learned the lesson. They buried it in his head 30 years. When you get out, you don't talk about Jody. Yeah, that's the only thing they taught him. That's the only rehabilitation they taught him, guys. And he had a girlfriend. He's banging. Yeah. The only thing they taught him is don't talk about Jody. See? Every day. No Jody. No Jody. No Jody. And finally, he comes out and he learned a little bit. It's not so hard for him, isn't it? That John Hinckley, the one that shot Reagan, is obsessed with Jodie Foster. Oh, he's so hard. It's so hard for him to, like, not talk about Jodie Foster. It's really painful for him. It sucks. Easy for him to talk about everything else. But if he's over it, it's really easy for him to talk about Jodie Foster. He should mind know you. But it's so hard, he can't bring it up. It'll trigger something. Get him back in the fucking pen. Why is he fucking out? And he's not gonna do nothing. He's too old to. But imagine if he was young to. He'd be all over that shit again. Shanann Maya, that's great. Yep. Crystal Institution, there's no correction. Right, there's no correction. They don't care. There's no. Look at that shit we see on TV. The 90 days in, the 60 days in. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to go there and see it. You shouldn't be punished for doing shit. They should be wasting their time with real shit. There's plenty of real crimes, guys, and organizations and murders and people thinking it, that they should be investigating and stopping it before, not after it happens. And they should be busy doing that investigation, not running around here doing nothing. All right? It's a real big fucking problem with this police force. And that's what's always going to be a problem, too, when man is controlling man or has power over man. They're always going to abuse it. All right? And yes, one fucking bad apple will spoil the whole bunch when it comes to something like that. We're supposed to trust these people. Oh, I can't. You can't. If you can't trust one, you can't. They all wear the same uniform. You have to be able to trust one like you're trusting them all. They wear the same uniform. There's no individuality. You have to trust the organization as a whole. Guys, once they break that trust in a way that is very vicious, when they're supposed to serve, they're supposed to what? Protect and serve, not serve and protect. So we got issues there. But guys, I'm ranting on it on this. We did the Luigi, right? We did the Luigi, guys. I think we covered a lot of, like, we covered a lot. I think the video, huh? I think we covered the video, which was, I just wanted to show that, guys, and just point some things out and investigate the video to show you that that he did kind of notice out of the left side. He turns his head a little bit to notice Mangione, and that was that. And then and the rest is history. That to show you that he noticed something was wrong. And if you just act on that, he could have changed direction. He could have crossed the street. He could have stopped and turned around and asked, or looked, or did something to change his life outcome. But he kept walking to death. He didn't listen to that inner voice, guys. Listen to the inner voice, especially when it comes to something serious like that, but also before and during when we talk, right? When we do things, or even if it's simple as grabbing a bottle of water. You guys heard my story, right? I told you about the bottle of water. So things happen for a reason, yes, sometimes, but sometimes there is no reason. And that's when you got to really think, all right? That, hey, if there isn't a reason, could I make one up? No. There should be. Just look a little clearer, though. Go Occams. Go Occams. All right, guys, I want to thank Ball Striker Bandito 007. Thanks, Ball Striker, for coming in. You've been amazing, dude. It's awesome. You've been really cool and very insightful and informative, too, really, to this case. Shanann Maya, thank you for stopping in. Always a pleasure. Always wonderful. Rock James 1. Oh, Rocky James, we're rocking it, baby. 70s chick. Get some rest. 70s chick is always working, guys. She is a gumshoe. I'm telling you, one of a kind. Yes, she has it in her blood. Yes, so I wanted to thank you guys. Let me just make sure I got everybody right. Yeah, I think I got everybody for this one. Oh, Carbon, CS More, I gotta get you, brother. Thank you, Carbon. Albert Gaines, he said hi. Albert Gaines always stopping and showing love and support. You guys are amazing. Look at this. And FM Music Man stopped in for a minute, trolling it up. But yeah, we're good, guys. I think so make sure everybody's good. The Scary Liberal, I guess, stopped in too. But you guys are amazing. Everyone else, I just want to name the subscribers. I'm gonna start shouting out the people that are here consistently, but the new ones, you know who you are. I appreciate you. Anything you do to support the channel. We live all day, every day, as much as possible. We go to, right now I could say we actually go to these crime scenes. Yes, we do. And I have a few other ones I want to attend to. So stay tuned. More things to come. True crime. And we're doing here like no other. So I want to thank you all. Thanks for the love, the 13 likes. We'll be back soon in a few hours, guys. Going to charge the phone, charge the brain.